Woodward Sports app in the App Store and the Google Play Store today. Take Woodward Sports with you wherever you go and listen live on your phone or mobile device.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Morning Woodward Show here on the Woodward Sports Network. Thank you to everybody tuning in over at woodwardsports.com. What a beautiful Friday morning. The Lions face the Miami Dolphins on Sunday. You have the Michigan State game. Obviously, that's the theme of the day. Yep. You have Fish, who has a very special surprise that
nobody knows about.
Before he gives it away, I want to give everybody a chance to guess it. We have 4 options in the chat. Fish is either A, pregnant, B, he got a new shirt, C, he got a new job, or D, he's fired. Now, Jeff, go ahead and take a guess.
I mean, this is the obvious one. He definitely got somebody pregnant. I mean, Fish he's a G, man. And I'm going to lean in that direction.
Alex, what do you believe?
Fish's got a baby on the way.
I'm going to go with the no shirt option. It's a very Fish thing to do. No shirt or new shirt? New shirt,
right, well,
or sweatshirt.
I have bad news for all of you. Unfortunately, today is Fish's last day at the network. He got a new job. So we're going to be missing that little dancing object that you see on the screen right
dancing
now.
Object? I'm not a human?
Dancing object. You're not even a human. I don't even want to deal with you right now.
Okay.
So today is Fish's last day. He may have gotten somebody else pregnant at the same time. Who knows? But Fish, you can go ahead and tell everyone what you're doing next.
All right, well, if you follow me on the social medias, you'll be aware that something happened last week. So I will get it out for you lovely people. It is this. Now, what is in this, you ask? Let me pull out my scissors from my backpack.
Oh, you
take these off real quick. Well, how do you not? You gotta have. I got scissors in there. I got hand sanitizer, glue. I don't know. I haven't opened it yet, by the way. It's sealed. I mean, it's not sealed anymore because I just opened it, but it will be sealed. Try not to kill people, please.
Yeah, gotta be safe.
Hold them down. Be safe.
See what we got here.
All right, let's see what's in here. Looks like it's just this.
Uh-oh.
So I wore this purposely so I can just pop it over.
And Fish, that's from WoodwardSports.com, the merchandise store, right?
I mean, you'll figure it out right now.
Uh-oh.
It's got a tag on the back, I think. I'll just whip that thing off.
Goodness.
This is the shirt.
Fish wearing Fish.
I mean,
Fish, what does that say? Can you put your camera down
I think it's a little big. Here, move it back.
Or take a step back. It says...
Pull it down, Fish.
Pull it down, buddy.
Well, I gotta get it adjusted. There we go.
Shut the F up, Fish. I love it.
I mean, simple as, really.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Should we just quickly shoot down that rumor, by the way, now that...
Oh, yeah, Fish isn't leaving.
Yeah, Fish is not leaving.
I was just teasing all of you.
But the fact that you have that sexy
small.
sweatshirt...
Is it comfortable?
What?
Fish.
This is not a small.
Fish,
this is like
focus.
a large.
This is an extra large.
Focus,
This
you're
is
doing a
also
show,
available
buddy.
at woodwardsports.com.
Fish.
I'm glad we wore the same blue today.
Oh, you
Fish.
did.
Focus, buddy. Is it a comfortable hoodie?
Huh?
Is it a comfortable hoodie?
Yeah, it is comfortable, but it's a small. I didn't realize I was that small. I need an extra small.
One day you'll gain. Well, look, you know.
Well, I'm
just
going
Fish,
to.
Just so you know, majority of the people at the beginning of the show thought you were pregnant. So if you gain weight, I think you'll be fine.
I mean, I don't think anyone wants to get a 100-pound person pregnant, but...
Hey, Fish, there's nothing wrong with being 100 pounds. My wife was 100 pounds when I met her.
Okay.
Nothing wrong with that.
I mean, not really.
Fish, I'm going to be honest with you, that might be my favorite hoodie on the merch, out of all the merch.
Oh, I hope she's not listening.
It's a nice hoodie. It feels nice. There's something... Oh, here it is.
I mean, for the people at home, you could wear a Shut the Hell Up Fish hoodie.
Oh, it's
Only
got like a
available
thing
at
on the
This is
back.
the big surprise, buddy.
Oh, it's got the printing stuff on the back.
Okay, well,
All right,
you know,
buddy,
you got to
focus
toss
with
that
me.
out.
This is a
Give me
surprise.
your
Yes,
attention
sir.
for a little bit.
Yeah, I've got your
That's
attention.
your surprise. A Fish Shut the F Up shirt.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
I wanted you to wear it, and you didn't... I wanted you to be
Fish,
twins.
I
You said you're not going to...
I can't wear a shirt that has your face on it.
Why not?
I'm wearing it.
I just can't do it. Because then I won't have the heart to tell you to shut the hell up.
I mean, you can still tell me to shut up. I'm wearing it for you.
Oh, God.
Aw. He said he's wearing it for you.
Fish, you're the best.
It's
Let's get
got
the
my
show
name
started.
on it. So
Well
shut
done.
the F up.
Well done, buddy. Thank you to everybody joining us this morning. Everybody in the woodwardsports.com chat. Jeff, we got a lot to talk about.
Actually, it's a nice hoodie.
Lions, the Dolphins, Michigan versus Michigan State. Got to go around the NFC North.
Yeah. Good weekend of sports.
Oh, let's kind of recap the night. I'm sure you all watched the Red Wings lose 5-1 to the Boston Bruins. I believe they scored 3 goals within like a minute and a half time.
Yeah, three on the
That
power
was
play.
brutal.
Yeah.
Boston 7-1. They're no joke. And the playoffs were always going to be out of reach for me this year for the Wings. Not because I don't think they're going to massively improve, but 94 points may not even be enough for the final spot in their conference. I mean, that is how legit it is. So, regardless, it's, again, one singular game. You take the good with the bad. It's an 82-game season. I still like what I'm seeing skating-wise. I like the energy and the pace they play with. The penalty kill, again, it's been their strength this year. No problems. No problems at all. Nothing to worry about. I believe the Pistons are hosting tonight against the Atlanta Hawks at LCA.
And teal debut. Teal jerseys, teal court. And it's Grant Hill bobblehead night, so I'll be down there. It's exciting. Can't
Fair
wait.
enough.
See the debut of the teal court. They'll probably lose, though, to be honest with you. But we'll see.
Fair enough. I'm not sure what's going on. Everything okay? Oh, everything good?
Well, I suppose this wants a coffee.
Oh. If you want a coffee, you can make it a little less obvious. What a needy bitch. Look at the divas we deal with, right? Bunch of divas here.
Yeah.
Finn
Why?
wants a hoodie.
Yeah.
Westfall wants a coffee. Would you like sugar with that, sir?
Yes, please.
Extra or light?
Light.
Would you like it delivered to you, or should I suck your balls and give it to you?
I would like it delivered. Thank you,
He
Adam.
requested the balls from me.
Yes.
God. Oh, man. Thursday Night
Jesus.
Football, I'm sure you all watched.
I actually did.
By the way, I have a heartbreaking story to tell.
What is
Please
it?
bear with me. It was not my bet, just so we all
Is
know.
it
so you
fantasy
can-
football related?
This is not fantasy football related. My dear friend, one of my best friends, if not my best friend, we'll see him. Y'all see him in the chat every once in a while. Placed a $500 bet on the over at 39.5 on the Baltimore Ravens to cover the spread, which they did. On Chris Godwin to get 50-plus receiving yards, which he did. For Lamar Jackson to throw for 200 yards, which he did. $500 that paid out $2,400. And he missed it because Leonard Fournette finished the game with 24 rushing yards. And he took the alternate rush yards at 25.
Was seen.
Brutal!
Yeah, that's.
Oh my God! I was watching the game with him last night. My heart breaks.
You watched it with him, too?
Yeah, the agony down the stretch, hoping that Tampa Bay would find themselves in a 3rd and 1 or 4th and 1 where they'd run it. Oh, it was amazing to watch.
Did you
them
bet on the
suffer.
game, too?
I did not. No, I did not.
How was
bet
it
last
from an
night.
outside point of view? Because
Oh, it
usually
was
you're the
awesome.
one stressing
Now I know
out.
what I look like on Sundays. I don't know how my wife is still married to me, but, here we are, happily married.
I heard yesterday Ermanni Edwards was at Mike Phillips. You went down there.
Yep.
And I heard you were the mayor of Dearborn. That is what the people told me. I mean, you went out there.
All great people. Love the event.
Got a lot
It
of
was
people you
great
know
event.
down there.
Michael
Yeah.
Phillips, his staff were nothing short of respectful, classy, awesome people to hang out with. Threw the football around with Braylon after. That was really cool. Exchanged numbers with a few. It was nice. It was a good event.
That's
it was
cool.
a good net.
Oh,
A good
yeah.
event. They had a famous hamburger food truck out there. I don't know if you guys have ever had famous hamburger,
No.
but it's
I saw Ryan and Braylon eating
it's
it. Was it good?
it's legit. Really good.
Gotta try
Really
it.
good. Having said that, there was a football game last night, and there are consequences to when you win football games and when you lose football games, right? When you win, you are typically praised. When you lose, you are typically criticized. This isn't rocket science. Fair?
Fair.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are now 3-5. The Atlanta Falcons are 3-4. The Carolina Panthers are 2-5. And the New Orleans Saints are 2-5. And you know who plays each other on Sunday? The Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. And I'm sure you're thinking, Adam, why does that matter? Why are you talking about that on the show this morning? Well, genius, I'll tell you why. Because when the Atlanta Falcons beat the Carolina Panthers on Sunday, they will improve to 4-4 under Arthur Smith. who will be 11-14 through his first 25 games as the head coach of the Atlanta Falcons, who will be sitting comfortably in first place in the NFC South, while the Lions will be sitting at either 1-6 or 2-5, last in their division. The Atlanta Falcons, somehow, someway, even the Saints, and yes, even the team that fired their coach during the season, the Carolina Panthers. If if the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints win, everybody in that division is now 3-5. We used to make fun of the NFC East for that. Now it's the NFC South. And it's up for grabs. Yep. And the Bucs don't like they're getting any better. The defense is not as dominant as it was to start the season. Tom Brady, I'm not sure what's going on. That division is up for grabs. And then you look at the North and you say, well, the Vikings are 5-1 by default. Probably should have an additional loss or two, but they were able to walk away with the win, notably against Detroit. You look at Green Bay, they're in a spiral. 3 straight losses, now 3-4.
Yeah, it looks like a one-team race so far. Just the Vikings.
Insane to me.
Yeah.
Does it really matter? None of them are winning the Super Bowl. Detroit made. Good morning, buddy. Listen, bitch. How about you win a division first before you talk to me about a Super Bowl? How about that? Let's set the foundation, all right? You want to come to me about a Super Bowl? Go win a division, bitch. Haven't done that since 93. Go win a playoff game, bitch. Haven't done that since 91. So do me a favor. Don't tell me it doesn't matter just because your sorry-ass team is out of contention. Fair? Good. Now shut the hell up. Moving on. Jam-packed show. 8:15 coming around the corner. Jeff and I will talk. Whew. God, excuse me. My congestion's killing me this morning. 8:15. We'll get to the Lions and Miami Dolphins. We'll kick off the show with that. We'll go around the NFC North at 8:30. 8:45, Michigan versus Michigan State. 9 o'clock, top of the hour, coaching on Sunday. What can Dan Campbell do to ensure the Lions have a chance to win on Sunday? Preview the Atlanta Hawks game. What the Lions, notably Jeff Okudah and the secondary, will do against Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle. A lot of good stuff to talk about today. Having said that, we'll take a quick pause. When we get back, we'll get into the Detroit Lions versus Miami Dolphins game. But, Jeff, please tell everybody at home about our good friends over at Odds Trader.
Well, guys, OddsTrader.com is the #1 site for your game day bets, play-by-play updates, live scores, and the best price on every game from multiple sports books. Go to OddsTrader.com right now and find out your best bet.
Woodward Sports is giving you another chance to sit front row, this time at the Detroit versus Green Bay game. Think you have the best Dan Campbell impression?
Woodward Sports, let's go.
Can you say man with the best of them?
I got it. Here's what I need, man. I need you to trust me. I swear to God, I'm not a lunatic. I swear to you.
Can you say, let's go for it on 4th down?
Man, I got a plan, I swear to you. All I think about is you guys. That's all I think about, man.
Are you a master motivator?
That's all I think about is you guys.
Show us in a video. Record your best Dan Campbell impression and post the video on Twitter or Instagram using hashtag Woodward Front Row. We'll select the best 3 impersonations of Motor City Dan Campbell and send you and a guest front row. So knock the dust off the old sweatpants, light some kneecaps, and enter today. And as always, go Lions, man.
I just need you to trust me. That's all. Please.
I don't care if I got 1 toe, 2 butt cheeks, and a rock.
Life is full of hard choices. We're here to make one of life's biggest decisions as simple as possible. My name is Christina Gennari, and for over 20 years, I've helped hundreds of families buy and sell homes. We cover all of Metro Detroit and more, from large luxury homes to starter homes. We will work hard to make sure that you get the home of your dreams. So if you're in the market today or even thinking about buying or selling in the future, make the obvious choice. Christina Gennari, the obvious choice in real estate. Visit us at soldchristina.com today.
Woodward Avenue, the first paved road in America. Woodward Sports, the first sports network born in Detroit and made for Detroit.
Swiss Insurance Group and their employees are heavily involved in their community. It is very rewarding, but comes with great responsibility. If you sit on a local youth sports board, homeowners association, or a volunteers coach, directors and officers insurance is a must. Make sure the kids, parents, and volunteers are protected. Make sure to call Swiss Insurance today.
All right, we are back here on the Morning Woodward Show. Thank you to everybody joining us over at woodwardsports.com for all the latest news on your favorite sports teams, news around the NFL, NHL, MLB, the Lions, the Red Wings, the Pistons, the Tigers, doesn't matter who. Hell, even fashion drama. You name it. The news is breaking over at woodwardsports.com. Make sure you check it out. My goodness, I am going to drown myself in Flonase and NyQuil.
Oh, I like Flonase.
Look what the Lions
This is a really nice hoodie. I like the feel
no,
of
I
it.
just this always happens, unfortunately, and I don't even have allergies, but
Yeah,
whenever the season changes, it gets
it's bad.
really bad.
Why don't
for
you
me. I
take
don't know.
allergy medication before?
Well, look,
need
I've
some
never been
clarity.
diagnosed with it. What the hell you want me to do? Doctors never told me I have allergies. Maybe I do. I don't know.
I mean, sniffling, it could just be as simple as just take some Zyrtec or
It could be
Advil or whatever.
from my excessive use of cocaine during the draft.
No.
And
I
that's
mean,
what
that,
catching up.
yeah, well,
No.
that's your problem. I can't help you there.
Why don't you ever think of that, buddy? Why does it always have to be I'm sick?
Because you tell people that?
Never in my life.
Just blame it on the cocaine. Oh, it's-
Okay.
That's the new slogan. Blame it on the cocaine.
And tell me to
let's roll
shut
with
the
it.
F up.
Blame it on the
God.
cocaine.
Oh, dear God. All right. Jeff, Miami Dolphins, 3.5-point favorites on the road against the Lions. And for those of you that aren't too aggressive in your betting life, typically a home team already starts off with a 3-point advantage given home field. That's how Vegas typically equates it. So if you take out that home field, the Dolphins essentially here are
Minus-
6.5-point
yeah.
favorites, right?
Yep.
They're a touchdown favorite almost. And look, I have 3 numbers for you. And Jeff, I want you to walk me through this game after.
Okay.
4-0. When Tua Tagovailoa has started and played the whole game, the Miami Dolphins this year under Mike McDaniel
Have not
4-0.
lost. Yeah. Correct.
270 plus yards. That is how many yards Tua Tagovailoa has averaged in those wins. This is an offense that not only comes out scripted very well, but they can beat you deep at any moment. And this is going to put a lot of pressure on not only the secondary players. And I hate to always bring it all together, but the reality is in the NFL, this is how it works. Yes, you're going to want your secondary players. You're going to question them. Can they live up? Can they stop a Jalen Waddle? Can they stop a Tyreek Hill? But you're really relying on your pass rushers to make sure Tua is having to get it out sooner than he wants to. But the last one, Jeff, the number 2, you know what that stands for? The 2 linebackers, Malcolm Rodriguez, Alex Anzalone. What does Mike McDaniel, coming out of the Kyle Shanahan Foundation system, love to do? Get Tyreek Hill out of the backfield, bubble screens into open space.
Yep.
Anzalone and Malcolm Rodriguez do not have the speed, do not have the sideline closing speed to be able to deal with that threat. You can game plan all you want. Speed is speed. That is some insane speed the Miami Dolphins have over there at the wide receiver position. The Lions are going to have to be very careful not to be tricked, because I hate to say this, but they're basically playing with 9 men on the field. Because outside of running the ball, everything that goes outside, I doubt Anzalone and Malcolm Rodriguez are going to be involved. Especially on those quick bubble screens, underneath routes. Good luck. Not going to happen. You're not staying with those guys. So
Yeah, especially Anzalone. I mean,
no closing speed at all.
Yeah.
And the linebackers are what concern me the most. If you were to ask me my biggest concern going into Sunday, it is those 2 linebackers. Because you can easily game plan them out of the game. Easily. Why? Not because they're not there. But am I losing sleep worrying about Anzalone getting to the sideline while I run Tyreek Hill out of the backfield and throw a quick bubble screen to him? Nope. Not concerned one bit. Not concerned at all. Raheem Mostert has looked better. They still have the option of Chase Edmonds out of the backfield. Lions defense is up for a huge test this weekend. We talked about Philly probably being the most dynamic, explosive offense, given it was Jalen Hurts' movement, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Dallas Goedert, Miles Sanders out of the backfield. I could argue this is the most potent offense you've faced all season.
Yep.
Defense is going to have a huge challenge facing them on Sunday.
Yeah, no question. And I think on top of that, along with the linebackers, I'm going to go with safeties because I think this game you're going to really see the effect of not having Tracy Walker. You have Kirby Joseph, a rookie, starting. Deshaun Elliott's questionable. You're expecting him most likely to play. But even then, I mean, Kirby's been making improvements, and he's been close every week to getting an interception. I know he had a fumble last game against the Cowboys. My concern is the secondary. It really is. I mean, Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle, these are two guys that have just about the same yards on the season, both about around 700 yards so far. They're dynamic. Obviously, they're insanely fast, but our secondary it's been shaky at times, and that's my biggest concern. Yes, against Dallas, you decide to show up until the offense kept turning the ball over. But even previously, A.J. Brown, 200 yards, like game one, 100 and something yards. I mean, that's the issue I'm looking at. Yeah, linebackers are important because if you get Tyreek out in space, it's gonna be hard to contain him. But what about downfield? I mean, we saw what Tua was able to do to the Baltimore Ravens in the fourth quarter. He threw 6-7 touchdown passes. So my concern from the jump is going to be that secondary, specifically those safeties, especially with a rookie starting, trying to contain Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. But you're right, a lot of yards after catch. I mean, they might just get to the second level, get to the safeties by just catching a 5-10 yard in route, out route, and they're just going to take it to the house. Like, this is what these guys can do. So it is terrifying. I mean, defensively, Aaron Glenn has his hands full, and really, you see Josh Pascal last week and the effect he had. You're hoping he can have a similar impact, and Aiden can get home because they're going to need it. They really are. I mean, you can't give Tua too much time in the pocket. I mean, they got Armstead. They signed Armstead in the offseason. Now they got a really good left tackle. But on top of that, Adam, I mean, you got to get after Tua and make a move a little bit because this secondary, that's my biggest concern heading into Sunday.
Okay, well, now let's flip this on to the offense for the Lions. Can Jared Goff, I wouldn't just say bounce back, can he find the rhythm he had the first 2-3 games of the season where the offense really was flowing, they were moving up and down the field at ease? This is an offense that over the last 2 games, Jeff has had 6 points. You know I'm a big fan of Ben Johnson. I know you are as well. But that is, one, welcome to the NFL as a young coordinator. Number one, it happens. This isn't the first time. This has happened before. But when your offense has all the skill players and the weapons and the depth, you can't afford that. And for the Lions to get shut out against New England, 6 points against Dallas, unacceptable. Miami's defense is no joke.
No, they're not.
They're not a pushover defense. There is some quality there. Xavier Howard,
Javon Holland
is the definition of a shutdown corner. So you have a lot of work ahead of you. But you have to find ways to be creative, get out in open space, and not only be creative, I love this word, but be creative and execute at a high level. I got to see a lot out of Jared Goff this weekend.
And that's the big thing for me, too, because DeAndre Swift's expected to play. Amon-Ra St. Brown will be playing. So that's going to help this offense a lot. But you heard Ben Johnson this week, if you listened to this press conference, him talk about, we've changed, we've altered some things we've done offensively, but a lot of it comes down to execution. So they got to execute this week against a very, very good Miami defense. But you are at home, and we see the difference between playing at home and playing on the road for the Lions. It's like night and day. So hopefully you can put some points on the board. And the Dolphins last week didn't score. What they end the game with, like 16 points. But that's if you're going to rely on that, that's a false narrative because you can see I can also see the Dolphins come out and dropping 35 on the Lions at home. So it could go either way. But defensively, you got to have a similar performance than you had last week. Not when the end result, not giving up 24, but what they looked like in the fourth quarter, getting turnovers, getting after the quarterback. That stuff has to keep up because if they don't, and Tua has a clean pocket, I mean, he's an accurate passer. That's just the facts, and he knows how to win games. So Tua, if you allow him to have a little more freedom, Tyreek Hill and Waddle are absolutely going to torch you. And don't forget about Gesicki, too, because he ain't no pushover either.
You forget about, Lions fans, this is really your first time going against a wide receiver tandem since week 1.
Right.
A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith. And what happened? Oh, well, Devontae Smith was taken out of the game. A.J. Brown went for $150.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's why.
So pick your poison this week. Because it's going to happen. Whether you like it or not, unless you have the game of your life, one of them's going to make a play, and you just have to live with it. And that's where that mentality has to kick in. You know they're going to get theirs, right? You know eventually they're going to hit an underneath route and it'll go for 17, 23, 30 yards.
Right.
You live with it. Fine. Deal with it. Don't let it happen again. Don't let it happen often. Not even happen again. If it happens once in the first quarter and once in the fourth quarter and the third quarter, great. But it can't happen once every drive. That's the key now. So for the Lions, getting off the field again, back to the offense, you'll likely have DeAndre Swift this weekend. St. Brown, fluke concussion last week. It wasn't even a concussion. We were told later on. But regardless, he'll be back. You have, God, man. You'll have Josh Reynolds, I believe. T.J. Hawkinson, look, as much as I dog on him. Ben Johnson, find a way to get him involved. Script it if you have to. I don't care. He showed what he could do, 2-3 weeks ago.
Right.
You saw a phenomenal performance against Seattle. And then it was 2 catches, 4 catches, 4 catches. And so back to doing nothing again. Here we go. Find a way to get him involved. He's not a decoy. He has a linebacker on him a majority of the time. He's better than most linebackers in the NFL. Take advantage of it. And if it's just not working, so be it. But take advantage of your matchups. You have you have a better offensive line.
Yep.
DeAndre Swift back. I'd like to see, if I'm honest with you guys, I'd like to see a lot more Craig Reynolds than I would like to see Jamal Williams. He can kick rocks. I know you all like him, Kung Fu Panda, all that stuff. Hoo-wah, whatever the hell he does, all this crap. Anime. Biting kneecaps.
Yeah. Do you even know what anime is?
I know he's so lovable. Great.
Hold on. Do you know what anime
I would
is?
prefer, huh?
Do you know what anime is?
It's cartoons, right?
Yeah, kind of.
Japanese cartoons?
Yeah.
Oh, shut up. I know what
Well,
it is.
I want to make you know what it was.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I know what it is.
Okay. I don't know what a lot of life is.
You would prefer Craig Reynolds.
Jamal Williams.
Thank you.
Personally,
Craig Reynolds.
Yeah. I like Jamal.
I would like to see him out-carry Jamal Williams on Sunday.
I like in this instance with DeAndre, if DeAndre plays, I would like Jamal just because of that change of pace. You got someone in the red zone, you could, watch my words because he just fumbled the red zone last week. But you can trust most of the time. But on top of that, Adam, the biggest thing I'm looking at is with the Miami Dolphins and what Mike McDaniel likes to do is creatively run the football. And that's something that, dates back to his days with the 49ers. And the Lions last week struggled again, to no one's surprise, stopping the run. So with Raheem Mostert and Chase Edmonds, that's going to be an issue as well. Because if they can run the ball effectively, establish play action, and you have Waddle and Tyreek Hill and Gesicki making plays, I can see this getting out of hand very quickly. So Lions got to be able to either shut down the run, get after Tua, whatever it is. You got to be able to shut something down. Not completely, but at least slow it down. Because if not, and they have free reins, Mike McDaniel, this offense, is going to put up 30-plus on you. That's just the reality.
Well, look, at 9 o'clock, I would like to take phone calls. And the question for all of you at 9 o'clock will be, what does Dan Campbell have to do over the next 3 weeks to gain your confidence? Just 3 weeks. That's all I want to do.
Right.
For the next 3 weeks, what does he have to do? We'll take the calls at 9 o'clock. Coming up in a bit, we'll go around the NFC North, preview all the matchups going on there. We'll go to Michigan State at 8:45. Then we'll bring it back in for the Lions and dive into the rest of the game. And I want to know what the Lions and Dan Campbell have to do after Sheila Fordham came out and spoke to get your confidence back in this football team. Because, again, it is my belief that if they are 3-3 at the moment, Sheila's not coming out and publicly speaking. I am not sitting up here getting frustrated and very aggressive with your head coach. If anything, you're praising him. Good start to the season. On pace to win 7, potentially 8 games. 2 home games coming up. There's a lot of optimism that would follow with wins. Tough to have optimism when you continue to lose. Having said that, we'll take a quick break. When we get back, around the NFC North we go. But we were live at Planet Fitness on Wednesday. It was an absolute blast. Gave away Michigan versus Michigan State tickets, a free year of the Black Card membership. That was awesome. So much cool stuff. A Darren McCarty signed jersey and a Braylon Edwards signed jersey. So, guys, it's just simple. Planet Fitness, your place to get to the gym. $10 a month. Your fitness is essential. Make sure you sign up in-store or at planetfitness.com.
At work and at home. We're there with smarter security solutions, featuring complete automation with customized alerts and more. For over 90 years, we've been the company that's been counted on to protect what matters most, all with personalized service and care. Right now, for a limited time, receive a free video device plus free installation with a new home system. Guardian Alarm. We protect Michigan.
When you need apparel, there's only one place to go. Big Frog in Novi. With no setup fees, no artwork fees, no minimum, and a 24-hour turnaround, you can have your whole team outfitted in no time. Embroidery, direct-to-garment, vinyl, and screen printing, Big Frog has it all in all the styles you want. So whether it's a sports team, fundraiser, school event, or corporate needs, Big Frog is your one-stop destination. Visit bigfrog.com/Novi or call 844-4-BIG-FROG.
The only sports network in Detroit that starts with a W. You know, because we win. Woodward Sports, Detroit's winning sports network.
Jeff Iafrate here. Let me tell you about our friends at Alta, because, guys, at Alta, uptime matters. Alta Equipment has everything you need to get the job done. If you have a big project coming up, Alta has you covered. Call them today, 844-GO-TO-ALTA. That's 844-GO-TO-ALTA today.
All right, we are back here on the Morning Woodward Show. Thank you to everybody joining us this morning over at woodwardsports.com. See all your comments in the Woodward Sports chat. Jeff, let's go around the NFC North.
Let's check it out.
The Chicago Bears visit the Dallas Cowboys. I think we'd both agree Dallas
this will be quick.
Should win this game.
You trade Robert Quinn. I think the Bears are telling us. It's sad because they're 3-4, but they're tanking. So
just a can we get a Fish update in the booth, please?
Fish,
just so you all know, Fish is not here at the moment.
He's running out to his car. Watch.
He's running across Woodward Avenue, and he's going to go buy me a bag of Halls. So
he's
awesome.
Underrated MVP.
He is the MVP of the sports network. All right, we're back. Chicago Bears, Dallas Cowboys. I don't think much of it. Justin Fields going to get eaten alive. I would take the over on any prop bet that has Micah Parsons getting a sack.
Oh, for sure. Definitely.
The Bears will struggle. Dallas will win relatively easily. So I'll move to a more interesting matchup.
Yeah.
A matchup where I think the Minnesota Vikings actually might lose this game. And that's against the Arizona Cardinals. Yes, the Vikings are at home, but the Cardinals, I don't want to say are in a must-win position. That's Fish. What is he doing? Why is he walking like that? Why can't he cross straight? What is he?
That cam, by the way, Alex.
That was impressive.
Yeah,
Alex.
that was impressive.
That was.
You got that man in 4K walking. Look at.
Oh my God, he's running across Woodward. Oh God,
dude, Fish.
Well done.
Yeah,
well done. Well done, Alex.
Detroit Dabber. Fish is playing Frogger right now. Yeah, no doubt.
I'm glad
about
he's
it.
alive.
Yeah,
that would have been brutal to watch. Are we responsible for that, by the way? If he's on the show and he walks across the street and gets run over, is that our fault?
But
I didn't send him. I told him if he could.
Yeah.
And he chose to go, right?
You could finagle your way out of that one.
Yeah.
I think you could.
Hire a good lawyer.
Why? So messed up. But you're right. Arizona, I mean, 3-4 on the season, but they're one of those teams that I'm with you. I think I can see them definitely handing the Vikings their second loss of the season. I mean, they got Hopkins back. This is his second game now. I might like the Cardinals, to be honest with you, as one of this. If you want to pick an underdog win this week, I wouldn't mind the Cardinals. I really wouldn't. I would rather. In my opinion, I would see the Cardinals going to 4-4 than the Vikings going to 6-1. I think the Vikings go to 5-2, but it'll be a good game nonetheless. I think it'll come down to the fourth quarter. Whoever has the ball last, in my opinion, it'll be close.
Very interesting. I would agree. I think it's going to be a very close game. I do believe Kyler Murray and the Cardinals find a way to walk out with a win. I'm going to go the Cardinals 24-23 on the road against the Minnesota Vikings. The Packers on the road to the Bills. The Packers have lost 3 straight games now, and this is probably the worst timing you could ask for. On the road at Buffalo, and Buffalo wins by 20.
And it's the biggest spread with Aaron Rodgers, I think, ever in his career. It's like minus 11.5 or something like that. Again, they don't. I think Alan Lazard doubtful. You have Sammy Watkins questionable. I mean, there's a lot. Randall Cobb's out. Like it ain't looking great in Green Bay. I think this game is closer, but the Bills win by, I would say, 10 to 14 points when it's all said and done. I don't think they'll get absolutely obliterated, but honestly, you never know at this pace. The Packers have been underachieving, to say the least. But yeah, that wide receiver core, it's a problem. I mean, no wonder they're making phone calls trying to grab someone at the trade deadline. I'm going to go with the Bills by 10, 14 points. Maybe they cover.
Oof. You know, I'll tell you what. Hope Fish doesn't die right now. Can we get Fish Cam on?
What's the update on him? Where's he at?
Oh no, are you serious?
Yeah, that white car's in the way.
Mother effer. All right, guys, I'll give you full play-by-play commentary right now. Just give me 13 seconds. All right, Fish is staring at the stop sign. I don't know if he has any... Oh, he's running. He's running. Fish is jogging, actually. Jogging is the better word. I believe he has a bag of Halls in his hands. All right, let's go to the camera shot. There's Fish right now, crossing Woodward, ready to cross. All right, let's see if he's a good boy and he doesn't cross until it's a red light. How much we want to bet that Fish crosses even if it's a green light?
Oh, I think he will.
Everybody agree with this?
Yeah, he will. Fish is...
He lives on the edge. Again? There we go. Just keep it on him. Look at this. Look at that sexy stud. I bet if he's watching the show, he's probably like, what's going on right now? Oh, my God. Poor Fish. Look at him. Look at him. I'm going to text him. Oh, God,
This
Fish.
is like, this. What is this, Discovery?
What if he died right now? What if somebody just fucking ran?
Oh, my. This is literally Animal Planet.
Imagine.
We're watching Fish in the wild right now.
That is National Geographic. You guys ready for this?
Yep.
And there you see a fish. Now, a fish typically doesn't know what's going on half the time. Not fully aware of its surroundings.
He's a prey.
It is going to try to cross the river. He's crossing the river. He's crossing the river. He's running across the river. He's running across the river.
And
all right, he's alive. Thank God. Can we get... You can just put his camera up now. We'll just act like nothing just happened right now. Everybody play it normal. Play it cool.
He has no idea we were spying on him.
No idea. All right.
This is a great guy. He went over to get you cough drops.
Oh, God.
Look at him.
Look at the stud.
Fish.
Look at the stud. Fish. Walk up here, buddy. You can be on camera. Don't worry.
Okay.
You're a legend.
I didn't have the red ones.
It's okay. The blue ones work.
Man, Fish.
The blue ones work. Fish, can we get Fish Cam? Welcome back, buddy. Welcome back. You missed a lot.
I'm sure I did.
We had the camera on you
Okay,
the whole time
that's fine.
across the street.
Fine.
I mean, I also filmed it, so I can send it to him if you want that.
Oh,
You got
your own preview?
Yeah.
I liked ours better. We commentated like it was National Geographic.
That's fine. I actually, it's a nice little workout. I should do it more often. Just sprint a little bit, get some joining
Fish,
in
I
you.
wish you would care about one thing in your life.
What is that supposed to mean?
Fish, you're the GOAT, man.
You're the best.
I didn't even get myself any food. What if I wanted to get food?
You walked into Speedway wearing the Shut the F Up Fish hoodie.
I did. I didn't have any time to take it off.
With your face on it, too.
I didn't have any time to take it off, so I just had to. But hey, woodwardsports.com,
God.
shop.com.
Oh, God.
I didn't even get to buy anything. What if I wanted to eat, Adam? Rude. What if I wanted some food? I didn't have time to grab it. Those donuts looked mighty tasty over there. I didn't have time to grab a donut. I had to grab whatever you wanted.
Donuts looking good, though?
Oh, how do you not?
Oh, yeah, how do you not?
Fish.
I grabbed 2 donuts yesterday. Okay. Well, what about shut the...
There you go.
I'm trying not to swear. I'm sick.
Oh, see?
I'm changing.
Now you're saying you're sick now. You said 20 minutes ago you're not sick.
I'm not. All right. Back to the Packers Bills. Jeff. Bills win this
Yeah.
handily.
At home, off a bye week.
This is a disaster. The Packers are likely to fall to 3-5. The first time having a losing record, let alone 2 games under 500 under Matt LaFleur and Aaron Rodgers together. The NFC North, man, in a year where it's, I don't want to say up for grabs, but where second place is so attainable.
We talked about 8-9 wins could get you
Brutal.
in there. Yeah.
Brutal. 7-10, even 8-9 is likely an NFC wildcard spot. Disappointing.
That's what happens when you lose at the Commanders. that should have been the game they win.
Which one?
Last week against the Commanders.
Oh,
That should have been the one at home.
Green Bay.
Yeah,
I got you. Well, look.
it is what it is. I picked them
Michigan.
to be the division winners. Clearly I was wrong.
We got Michigan State coming up in just a few minutes. We'll start taking phone calls probably around 8:55. Start calling in. 9 o'clock, top of the hour. I want to know what the Lions must do over the next 3 games for you to have confidence in what's going on with this football team. Having said that, top of the hour, after that we'll get more into the game. We'll go back over Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, Jeff Okudah, TJ Hawkinson, some of our X-Factor players for Sunday's game. Preview the Atlanta Hawks, Detroit Pistons game. We'll do Monday morning headlines, always one of my favorite things to do with you, Jeff. And I'll give away my best bets, of course. Lots to talk about. But before we go, Jeff, our good friends over at Big Frog.
Well, guys, you can get a free Woodward Sports t-shirt at Big Frog. That's right. A free Woodward Sports t-shirt all month long at Big Frog and Novi. Just stop in, tell them we sent you, and then we'll get you one on the spot. So go to Big Frog and Novi today. Get your free t-shirt or visit them online at bigfrog.com/Novi.
The biggest rivalry in the state is almost here. That means one thing, the biggest tailgate party in the state. Join Woodward Sports for our tailgate takeover before the U of M versus State game on October 29th. Will Harbaugh and the boys pull out the win? Or is Tuck still coming? We will find out at the Big House. Michigan legend Braylon Edwards will be handing out food, prizes, and much more. So no matter what team you root for, come party with the network that does it best. The Woodward Sports Network. The tailgate takeover, powered by Custom Health Centers, Syntron, and Planet Fitness.
Woodward Sports, you see the name!
For a limited time only, all new burgers and loaded fries at Big Boy. It's not a Slim Jim, it's the Big Jim. The chili cheese is such a tease. Guess what else is new? The bacon blue. How about upgrading those fries? Chili cheese fries, baked potato fries, nacho fries, what will it be? Satisfy those taste buds at Big Boy.
My name is Lee. I've lost 35 pounds on the Custom Health Center program. So the 3 biggest benefits that I've gotten from this program has been I'm not snoring anymore, I have a lot of energy, it's great, and oh, by the way, look at this. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
Call us at 844-789-THIN or visit CustomHealthCenters.com for a free consultation and get started for as little as $5 a day.
We are the network for Detroit by Detroiters. Welcome to the Woodward Sports Network.
Win front row tickets to see the Detroit versus Green Bay football game in a few weeks. The way to win and the way to enter is by doing your best Dan Campbell impersonation, man. So do me a favor, record that video, post it on Instagram, TikTok, or Twitter. Make sure you're following Woodward Sports and use hashtag Woodward Front Row, and you will be eligible to win a pair of front row tickets for the Detroit versus Green Bay football game. We'll be giving away 3 lucky winners, or excuse me, we'll be giving away 3 pairs to 3 lucky winners on November 4th, so make sure you get your entries in. Here we are back on the Morning Woodward Show, 8:45. Beautiful, beautiful day to talk about Paul Bunyan, Michigan, and Michigan State. And you see Mr. Paul Bunyan over here.
It is hanging on that Michigan State side.
Well, it's not going to be here for long. I'm just going to tell you that right now. But before we get into that, let's go to the WoodwardSports.com chat. Let's see what everybody's talking about. Right now we got the the betting situation. I mentioned the 24 yards. Brutal. absolutely brutal.
It's terrible.
Let's see who else is making some fun comments this morning. Next 3 games, all I need for the offense is to look like it did earlier with Swift and St. Brown back. Further development in the defense. Wins and losses don't matter. Excuse me, I'm on to 2023 for that. I'll address that a little later. Easy says LaFleur, a great coach, though. Mwahahaha. I'm trolling. Adam's too sick to pick on. Yeah, again, I don't know what it's like to have a 3-time division-winning coach who wins playoff games and wins 3 consecutive divisions and wins 13 games a season. I don't know what it's like. Must be nice. Must be nice. I'll just sit here and deal with Dan Campbell. Easy, I can't take your bets seriously because you always put 50 cents on them. So what am I supposed to do with that?
He'll win some of them. You got to put a little more on there.
God.
Listen, we were talking yesterday about the Thursday night game. We both had Baltimore. I was like, I don't know, man. Something tells me just Baltimore. Easy's like, I'm with you. And in the first quarter, I was like, wow, they're down 10-3. They choose to go for it on 4th down. But yeah, they ended up winning. Shout out to Easy.
I don't want to talk about this.
Easy said, LMAO, it was $2 last night.
Oh, that's not bad. What'd you make, 4?
He goes, I rolling. My guy.
Oh, God. All right, Michigan State.
Before we start, can I put a poll in the chat?
Yeah, go for it.
Will Michigan State, and this is a question I think we've kind of been talking about all week, but I want to go to the people on it. Michigan is currently favored by 22.5. And I want to question a poll in the chat. Will Michigan State cover that 22.5?
All right,
yes
I want
or
the
no?
answers to be yes, no, or hell no. Because I'm going to answer hell no.
I like the hell no. I like that.
Michigan State will not cover.
Because even if they win, let's say
50-14.
Oh my God! I mean, if that happens, yeah, you're right. But let's say they win 34-14. That doesn't cover. Doesn't cover. It could. I'm telling you, it could still be a blowout, and they could not cover. What makes you listen?
What has Michigan State done on the field outside of it being a rivalry week? What have they shown me on the field this year?
Right.
That would give me the confidence to pick them. Last season, they were 7-0. We were treated to an absolute spectacle last season. One of the greatest, if not the greatest, Michigan versus Michigan State, not only I've ever witnessed in my lifetime, but I believe in rivalry history. This year, Michigan State are down bad. It's not looking good. They're not going to cover. They're going to get covered. Michigan will dominate Michigan State, and it will not be close. Blake Corum, the receiving threats they have, the speed they have on offense, they have a much better offensive line. J.J. McCarthy will be able to throw the ball much better. That secondary, I trust it. What? I wouldn't trust that secondary to run across Woodward without getting hit by a car.
Struggle to stop a nosebleed at times. So, I get it.
No, Michigan will win this game handily. If I'm being honest with you, and I'm not trolling, I'm going to go 45-14, 45-17. Michigan win big. They cover the points.
And and the thing I thought about more and more too is trying to find where State has the advantage. I can't think of one. I mean, where do they have the advantage at? Offensive line, defensive line goes to Michigan. Wide receivers, you'd probably lean Michigan. Running backs, obviously, you'd lean Michigan. Quarterback, you'd lean Michigan.
You lean everything Michigan.
Right. So, doesn't help the case. But last year, Cade McNamara threw for almost 400 yards on this defense. So,
yeah, well,
think about it.
290 of them came in the first half.
No, listen, I'm not gassing up Cade. I'm just saying the reality of it. He did throw for, 380 yards. A lot of it was Eric Hall 5-yard out route, or in route for 50 yards. But still, they don't have K9 this year, and I think that's going to affect them. If Michigan State can't run the football, and you're going to, in a lot of passing downs, you're going to have Mike Morris and these guys getting after Peyton Thorne with the struggling offensive line as it is. So it could get ugly very, very quickly. I'm going to be honest. I do think they cover. I'm rolling with it. Me and you can disagree there. I think they cover, but it ain't like it's going to be a 10-point game. I think it'll be somewhere between 14, maybe 21. But I can also see it getting out of hand. But I'm going to lean. I say Michigan State covers because they always show up to at least play. But Michigan's going to win this one, no question. At Ann Arbor.
That's great and all. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, it's a moral victory.
They're going to show up, high energy, intensity. Cool. The only way it even is a close game, is if J.J. McCarthy goes out and fumbles, Blake Corum fumbles, McCarthy throws 3 interceptions in the first half. It's not going to happen. The only way Michigan loses is if they beat themselves.
True.
Now, will I lie to you? Every bone in my body is hoping Michigan State somehow pull it off. But sorry, I told you even before the season started, I had this game locked up already for Michigan. Michigan State are not starting 3-0 under Mel Tucker against Michigan. It's not happening. Yeah. Not with the talent they have across at Ann Arbor. The team is, in my opinion, a national contender. It's a big week for them. They've been embarrassed the last 2 times they've played Michigan State. No, not by the scoreboard, but by the result. And that's all that matters at the end of the day. Result. What's the game? Are you taking the Paul Bunyan or not? It's on the Michigan State side this week. It probably won't be on the Michigan State side for the foreseeable future after Saturday, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm with you. I think this is one of those games where, Michigan State, their season's already over, so this is a big game for them. This is pretty much their big game of the entire year that they're looking forward to. But again, at Michigan, this is something they've been thinking about since last year and the year prior, or the loss prior. So Michigan's going to show up ready to play, man. And I'm curious to see JJ in this rivalry because you saw last year he obviously fumbled the football twice. One of those, not really his fault. But this year, now you're the starter. So go out and show out. And you're not playing a good secondary. The Spartans have Xavier Henderson back, Jacoby Windman.
That's all great.
I think Jacoby Windman will be pretty much taken out of the game because of this offensive line, but we'll see. He's got a lot of takeaways. But you're right. Michigan State, key to make this game close, takeaways. Like Owen said yesterday, if you can catch J.J. McCarthy making a mistake, but even then, I mean, if they run the football and Michigan can just run the ball like they did against Penn State, and this is now a worse defense, especially in the secondary, man, it's going to be a long night. I'll tell you that.
Brutal.
But again, if you're going to run the football, not high scoring, right? Maybe you win. I'll go with a prediction. I'll say they win 34-17.
You're too nice. Here's what's going to happen. Penn State, do you know what their defense was ranked in terms of rushing or stopping the run, going into the Michigan game?
They were
5th in the country.
They were up there.
5th, number 5, the 5th best team in the country. Michigan State are nowhere near Penn State's level or talent in terms of stopping the run. Having said that, Blake Corum ran for 200 yards almost. Michigan ran for over 400 yards
400
against
yards.
Penn State. If I were to bet the over-under, if I was setting the line, I'd set it at 299.5.
Oh my God.
Maybe 305.5. Just for team rushing yards. Michigan will have full control of this football game. Michigan State will come out. Maybe they make a 3-and-out, a stop, and you feel really hopeful in the first quarter. And then you may put up 7, who knows, early. And then it's going to be drive after drive after run after run after run after run after first down after first down after first down. And they're going to continue to beat you up at the line of scrimmage. Good luck trying to throw the ball against Michigan.
Right.
Not only is their secondary playing well, their defensive front is producing at a higher level than the defensive front last year that had Aiden Hutchinson and David Ajabo. The Michigan Wolverines, and no, I'm not trying to do any reverse psychology here, or, Adam, you're going to say Michigan wins, so, if Michigan State win, you'll be happy. No, don't get me wrong. I would love for State to win right now. I would love for it. It's not feasible. Last year, makes sense. They're at home.
Right.
I like it. Like the matchup. We had to talk about this on the show earlier. Last year. I think we both picked Michigan State, if I recall. I don't remember. Too long ago. Anyways, regardless of the point. Michigan are way better than Michigan State. Like, significantly better.
Yeah.
Talent across the board. It's not even close. I don't care what scheme you draw up. In college football, that talent comes through eventually in those 4 quarters. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Especially
I don't see it. Jim Harbaugh and the Michigan Wolverines will dominate. Michigan State.
In the poll right now, WoodwardSports.com, will Michigan State cover 22.5? 42% say yes. 31% say no.
Really?
And hell no's 27. So if you want to combine no and hell no, It's more than yes. So, listen, we all kind of understand that it's going to get ugly. I just personally think they'll lose by slightly less than 22.5, but I wouldn't be shocked. Like you said, if you can stop the run early, Berger and Broussard, if you can get those guys out of the game early, Peyton Thorne's throwing the ball as much as he has to try and win this football game. I'm telling you, this Michigan defensive line, it's get after the quarterback by committee, and they're going to do that. So, and if they can dominate time of possession, if they can run the football, I can see this game getting very ugly. So we'll see. It's going to be a good game, though. So be tuning in.
All right, well, let's pin the phone number in the woodwardsports.com chat, 313-552-6322. I want to take two types of callers. The first being a Lions fan. Call in and tell me what Dan Campbell and the Lions have to do over the next 3 weeks for you to be on board and confident in what they are building. The second caller, a Michigan or Michigan State fan, your thoughts on the game, who wins and why, and say one nice thing about the opposing school. So if you're a Michigan State fan, you call in and you say one nice thing about a Michigan fan. And Michigan fans, you call in and you say one nice thing about Michigan State fans.
And then we can all kumbaya.
And the person with the best answer
I don't think that exists.
Very special message from me. What's up, Fish?
I don't think that exists. Most people don't know how to say nice things about the other side.
Just stay off Twitter.
Shut the hell up.
Twitter's the not the best spot for that, Fish. Usually nice things aren't said on Twitter.
I'm just telling you what's going to happen.
Phone calls are genuinely, more friendly than Twitter interactions.
Yep.
So I'd expect people to be more honest, given it's kind of anonymous anyways. So we'll get to the people in just a few minutes. But before we go, Jeff, our good friends over at the Sports Marketing Agency.
Well, guys, SMA, the Sports Marketing Agency, helps spread awareness about mental health and substance abuse. Their new podcast, This is the S Word, helps fight the stigma about seeking help. If you or someone you know is struggling, head to thesportsma.com for more information.
Woodward Sports is giving you another chance to sit front row, this time at the Detroit versus Green Bay game. Think you have the best Dan Campbell impression?
Woodward Sports, let's go.
Can you say man with the best of them?
I got it. Here's what I need, man. I need you to trust me. I swear to God, I'm not a lunatic. I swear to you.
Can you say, let's go for it on 4th down?
Man, I got a plan, I swear to you. All I think about is you guys. That's all I think about, man.
Are you a master motivator?
That's all I think about is you guys.
Show us in a video. Record your best Dan Campbell impression and post the video on Twitter or Instagram. Using hashtag Woodward Front Row, we'll select the best 3 impersonations of Motor City Dan Campbell and send you and a guest front row. So knock the dust off the old sweatpants, light some kneecaps, and enter today. And as always, go Lions, man.
I just need you to trust me. That's all. Please.
I don't care if I got one toe, 2 butt cheeks, and a rock.
Introducing the Planet Fitness Guide to getting that post-workout glow. Step 1, what's your why? More epic energy, better sleep, blow off steam? Step 2, join Planet Fitness for just $10 a month and get moving in our clean and spacious clubs. Step 3, bask in that post-workout glow. Join Planet Fitness today for just $10 a month.
Join today at any of the 50-plus Detroit area locations.
It's a great day to get some Centron in your life. Okay. There it is. Centron, here we go. Gotta grab the cranberry. Oh wait, it's 2 for $4. Gotta double up with the classic as well. Centron World, baby. Centron, available at select Krogers, and if you wanna know how, go to @CentronWorld.com. You get dope like me. You know what? Why wait? Great taste, guaranteed.
Three NBA championships. Detroit fans were there. 11 Stanley Cups. Detroit fans were there. 4 World Series wins. Detroit fans were there. And that one Lions playoff win in 1991. Yeah, Detroit fans were there. Woodward Sports, where the fans are.
Well, we could watch J.J. McCarthy and Peyton Thorne this weekend, but as well as watching, you can go play bowling at the Bowling Warehouse in Hamtramck, and it's the home of the original football bowling game. 2 to play for $12, the unlimited open play, or you can pay $120 for a lane reservation for up to 10 people. $2 mystery beer machine, full bar. Check it out, you or with you and your friends. FollingWarehouse.com.
I could already tell it's a Friday.
Why can't you already tell it's a Friday?
Some of the stuff happening, the shirt, me
Fish,
running
what was
across.
going on the other day, you said?
What was the what I
What
said?
happened? Telling us the story in the break.
Yeah, what happened at St. Mary's?
What's going on?
Should I tell? I mean,
Yeah, it's okay. You can share.
Tell the people.
I'll put Westfall's mic on if he wants to comment as well.
It's okay. No.
I was at St. Mary's for a game, volleyball game.
Right.
Walked in at like 3:30, 2 hours before.
Right.
Just randomly, they're doing the little jogs. I get blown kisses
From
by
the
some
players?
high school woman. Yeah, some high school girls.
Oh.
I don't know them. At least I don't think.
Fish.
I don't know why.
Well, Fish, you better be careful with all that.
Okay. I mean, I'm already careful as it is. But.
Fish, you better use a rubber. We don't need a baby fish here, all right?
No, I think we want a baby fish, just not. Jeff, stop influencing him the wrong way, all right?
I mean, they're like 15 to 18. I don't know
right,
why.
so avoid them.
okay.
Avoid them.
Hold on. No,
I said high school. I said high school.
Don't catch a case.
I said high school.
No.
Oh, God.
Stay away. Stay away.
To be fair, they do think I'm the same age, so I kind of understand. But
Fish, the
once they
next
learn
time
I'm
any
not.
girl, and preferably someone your age, blows you a kiss, just tell them to blow something else.
Fish, you better check IDs.
Okay,
all right?
but to be fair, I'll defend them because they think I'm 15 too because I look like I'm 6.
No, it doesn't matter.
So
It doesn't matter. If they're 15, they're 15, Fish.
God, let's go to the people.
I know. I'm
Call
just
in.
saying
If
why
you're a
they
Michigan
did that.
fan, call in and
That's
say
it.
one nice thing about a Michigan State fan. If you're a Michigan State fan, call in
But
and
I
say
have
one nice
nightmares
thing
of St. Mary's now.
about
I
a
don't want to go
Michigan
back
fan.
there now.
Fish, shut the hell up. Let's go to the people.
This went south quick.
We'll start with Jesse Adams. Jesse, you're on the morning show. What do you got for us, buddy?
Well, Adam, this is the game's tomorrow, and I'll tell you right now, you're never going to make me say anything good about Michigan. Ever. But with that said, I'm going to give some quick points about the game, and then I'll give the Lions take. Okay, one thing you're overlooking, Adam, in this Michigan State game, these are the best D tackles Michigan is going to play all year. I understand that may not turn out to be Michigan State wins the game. Iowa's guys were tall, lean, they got moved. They're not the same Iowa guys they've had before. Penn State, they had one good D tackle. Other than that, they're 264 pounds plus. Michigan State has 4 guys that they can rotate in. Slade, he would have been all Big Ten if he didn't get hurt. They have 4 guys that are 300 plus. 2 of them being coming off the bench, finally played a lot.
Jesse, it doesn't matter, though. The talent difference is just night and day.
I understand that, but you have 2 in-state kids coming off the bench. That's great for me. Second off, they're going to load the box. Did Michigan run all over them last year? No, they didn't. They did not.
Yeah, but they had a scrub at quarterback playing. This year they don't. They have a quarterback that can beat you with his legs and his arm.
McCarthy hasn't thrown it downfield either. And J.J. McCarthy hasn't thrown it 15 yards plus. State's going to cover. I can tell you that right now. Now on to the line. And you can't have it both ways either, Adam. You can't be like, oh, well, I hope State wins, and then I can be happy and rub it in Ryan's face. No. You've been dogging them all year.
Because they suck.
You've been dogging them all year.
What do you want me to do? If they're good, they get complimented, Jesse. If they suck,
you can't take credit, Adam.
I'm not taking credit, but I am going to rip a bong on Monday if they beat Michigan.
But then when you can't get pissed when people go, oh well, you can't have it both. Eat your cake and have it. And
I'm not. My heart hurts. You think 3 and 4 makes me happy? It doesn't make me happy.
Well, you're not even a true State fan, though, so
that
it's
is
okay.
a good point.
But back to the Dan Campbell thing. I mean, you can't. I mean, it's true. Oh, and some of the bets for the week, Adam. Kentucky plus 12.5.
I love it.
Kentucky plus 12.5. Michigan State, if you want to get real crazy, move Michigan State to 16.5. 18 plus 18. You still can get plus money on that at a lot of books. Plus 18, because if you think they're going to cover the 23, they're probably going to cover the 18. So move that, you're going to get plus money. West Virginia is a really good one.
It, Jesse. I love it.
And Pittsburgh money line Pittsburgh money line against North Carolina, and if you want to get real crazy, move the line. Notre Dame, they're already a dog.
Oh, never bet Notre Dame. Notre Dame can go to hell.
Notre Dame,
it reminds me of Fish and Kennedy. I can't do it.
Go
can't
Irish!
I know, I hate it.
What do you got for the Lions, Jesse? What do you got for the Lions? What do you need to see?
Okay, Lions, I don't really care, Adam. I mean,
That's a great
answer. They'll probably keep it close for the first half against Miami. I mean, if they win this game and they somehow win this game and then win against the Packers, I mean, then you're going to have all these Lions idiots, probably myself included, saying, "Oh, well, look, you can trust. Look at Dan. You can trust him. Look at the adjustments."
Yeah.
So let's be real. They're going to lose the next two. They're going to lose the next two badly, and then half the fan base will be like, "Well, let's get rid of Dan," and then Sheila will come out again and say, "Well, I trust him, man. I trust him."
God bless you, Jesse.
I love him. This would be just like her mom. I love him.
Well done. Well done, Jesse. I appreciate you coming on, buddy. Have a good rest of your morning, bud.
Adam, I'm telling you right now, if Michigan State wins, I am calling in this thing, and I'm ripping you, and you cannot.
You can rip me. I'll be smoking a hookah. I'll be happy, man. Believe me, I'll be happy.
And if they do,
but it's not going to happen.
If they win, you can put Braylon Edwards in a body bag.
I will. Don't worry. Everybody's getting put in a body bag. Unfortunately, the idea of doing that show is really nice. I just know, unfortunately, it won't happen.
Jesse, we'll see you Saturday.
Yeah,
College football show.
We'll see you Saturday, Jesse. Take care, buddy. Let's go to Ken out in Warren, Michigan. Ken, are you a Michigan or Michigan State fan? And secondly, if you're a Michigan fan, say one nice thing about a Michigan State fan. If you're a State fan, say one nice thing about a Michigan fan. Go for it, buddy.
Kumbaya.
Ken? Ken, you there, buddy?
Yeah.
Oh,
all right. He was letting off some fire. Some
Ken,
fireworks.
call back in, buddy. Call back in.
Ken, he had
Let's go to Sean out in Austin. Sean, you're on the Morning Woodward Show. What do you got for us, buddy?
What's up, Sean?
What do you need to see from Dan Campbell over the next 3 games?
So, I think the last game with the Cowboys was actually pretty good. So, what I mean by that is
Please
he played
clarify.
smart through the whole thing. He played smart through the whole thing. I was waiting for a stupid decision call, but never really happened throughout the whole game compared to all the other games before the bye.
I mean, you got a point, too. I think Dan played more conservative, and he said that heading into to Dallas, and I actually praised him for that. I think playing conservative actually kept them in the game, but 4 turnovers in the fourth quarter did not help that. So I'm with you, Sean. Got to see more of this Dan Campbell.
So even though I think that you got to put your players in the best position, he didn't cause those turnovers.
Right.
No, he didn't. Just like my mother didn't fuck my dad. My dad fucked my mother. I don't know where we're going here, Sean, because at the end of the day, I'm not sure what you want me to say. 8 penalties, 5 turnovers coming out of the bye week. At the end of the day, you have to hold players accountable, of course. You have to hold coaching accountable. But I'm not getting it. He didn't throw the ball, Adam. Yes, I know that. He didn't throw an interception. I know Dan didn't physically go out there and say, we're going to throw an interception today, guys. Very, very astute piece of commentary over there, by the way. The reality is he's responsible for every player on the field. Every player.
Even the defense that played pretty well?
Everybody.
Yeah.
It's his team. Why does he get the W at the end of the year?
I know. I was just saying that because the defense played well, so you got to give him credit for that at least. You know?
It kills me. It kills me. So Sean, I appreciate you calling in, buddy. You have a good rest of your morning. Thanks for being on. Take care, buddy. Man. All right, Scott, you're a Michigan fan. One nice thing to say about a Michigan State fan, and it can be sarcastic too. I don't mind.
It's always good to have that little brother to beat up on.
That's what you start off with?
I can't give you that one, though. 10 out of the last 14, buddy. I wish I could give you that one, though.
How can't you give me that one? I said it was nice to have a little brother.
Yeah, you guys are related. I mean, come on.
God. Scott, what do you think is happening on Sunday? Are you with me? Michigan's going to blow them out, or do you think it's going to be closer than I'm giving Michigan State credit for?
Oh, no. Michigan's going to blow the hell out of them. There ain't no way State's got a chance to come back. I mean, crazier stuff has happened. but I don't think they have a chance with the way the record is. They have a better chance of beating the Lions, honestly.
No. I'm with you. Scott. Thanks for calling in, buddy. Well done.
Yep.
Take care.
You too.
Man, that is the little brother stuff. I don't get it. Unfortunately, I did not go to Michigan State or Michigan, so I don't know what it's like to be in that mindset, but Michigan State have won 10 out of the last 14, so you can suck these balls over here. Little brother. What a number. Ever since that little brother comment, Michigan State are 10-4 against Michigan.
And it's funny that it's
So
still
funny.
it's still kind of a narrative.
Oh, I think it's awesome.
I
I
love
think
the
it's
banter.
awesome.
It's always great. you know?
Yeah, I love it. I love it. Well, look, Lions fans, 313, I want to hear a little more from you. 313-552-6322. What needs to happen over the next 3 games for you to say, all right, he's making progress. I'm seeing something. What is it? Because you can talk about player development. You can talk about playing hard, learning from your mistakes. You got to win. You have to win. And last week, before you lost to Dallas, Dan Campbell needed to win 7 of his next 17 games just to have the same record as Matt Rule, who was fired in Carolina going into his 3rd year. You really think it's a 6-year build? Do you really buy that it's a retool, a complete tear down? We had to tear it all down, and it was a lot. It was a lot, and here we are in year 2, and we're getting better. Believing in my people, and everything is gonna be okay.
0-6, you're 1-5 this year. They're technically getting better.
That's a great stat, Jeff. Well done. That's why I love you.
Technically, they are. Want to hear my 3 things?
Go for it.
I got 3. Number 1, I think the clear as day one, which will just get out of the way, is you got to win. Not all 3, but you have to at least show something. You can't lose all 3 of these games. The next one, I think, from a coaching perspective, is Dan's decision-making. And I get he was more conservative against the Cowboys or on the road, but I don't mind that approach even at home. Now, facing this Miami Dolphins team, there might be situations where you have to go for it, but just being smart. That's really the number one thing for me with Dan Campbell. Not just from a 4th down perspective, but everything. Taking timeouts, making sure you're taking timeouts at the right times, no pun intended, but also just putting your guys in the right position. I think that's number 3 for me as well. We have yet to see, or I shouldn't say have yet, but really for 1 half against Washington and most of the game until the 4th quarter, that last play against Minnesota, you saw this team play a complete game. They have to get back to that. You can't have games where the defense plays well, offense doesn't. Offense plays well, defense doesn't. I want to see more collaboration. I want to see more of a collaborative effort from both sides of the football. So those are the 3 things, man. I think the decision-making and, both sides of the ball playing together, that togetherness will help the wins. So, again, I think wins are probably the easiest answer to give. You can't go 0-3. I think that would, especially if all 3 of the games you lose in not the prettiest way. So you got to win, but also it's from a coaching perspective, got to be better with his decision-making overall. And then 3rd would be making sure both sides of the ball are clicking.
So does winning not matter?
No, it matters. It's a part of it, like I said. But it's more so.
I just want to clarify.
It's not like
I didn't mean it that way, but what I'm telling you is, if he really wants to sell me, and look, I may be lower stock. I may be buying lower stock on him than most fans, right? So I'm a little lower on the spectrum, right? My belief.
Right.
It would take winning the next 2 weeks just to probably get me slightly above where the fan base is right now. And I don't think that's very feasible.
No, they're not going 3-0.
But
probably 1-3.
Excuse me, but
or 1-2. Excuse me.
The Packers would have been on a 4-game losing streak, likely if they lose to Buffalo going into that game. That's a tough one.
A real tough one.
And then you have the Miami Dolphins this week, who are trying to stay alive in a competitive AFC wildcard spot right now.
Mm-hmm.
So, look, it's difficult. Both Miami and Green Bay are not clicking at the moment. But the Lions are going to have to do something you don't expect them to do, which is win. Let's go to Rick before we go to break. Rick, you're on the Morning Woodward Show. Talk to me about the Lions, the game plan you believe is needed, along with what needs to happen over the next 3 weeks for you to buy in.
First of all, I want to say good morning, Jeff. How you doing, sir?
Good. How are you, man?
I'm doing good. Hey, Adam, you lazy fuck, how are you?
I'm fantastic. What's up, Rick?
Rick, you're a legend.
I love it.
I was watching the heavyweights the other morning on their replay, and I was like, yeah, they're talking about Adam right there.
Oh my God, man.
Oh God, I love it. I love it, Rick.
Hey, I want to say hi to my brother out there in Leslie, Michigan, Jerry Reed. He's a Michigan State fan, my little brother. So there you go.
I love it. Well played, Rick. Well played. That's how you do it. I love it. What do you got for me on the Lions?
So I've got to see. I've got to see some wins. 3 wins.
Yep.
Period. End of story. I wanted to have at least some meaningful games coming into November and December, and right now we don't have it. 3 wins puts us there, and I want to see a competitive game against the Buffalo Bills. That's what we need. Those 3 games, guys, are winnable games.
Yeah, look,
they're not like juggernauts.
I'm with you. The Packers right now are not the vaunted 13-3 Packers 13-win Packers you've seen over the last few years. The Miami Dolphins, look, against Pittsburgh, outside of what they scripted on the first few drives, the offense went cold. So this isn't a high-powered, high-flying offense, 30-plus a game right now. This is a team that's still getting into the groove with Tua back.
Inconsistent.
Right?
They can be.
They're a bit inconsistent. The run game is inconsistent.
Right.
So again, yes, you can always look at the glass half full, empty, half full. Excuse me. So I'm with you, Rick Moore. I don't think it's 3 wins, but I would like to see 2 of the next 3 games having a W at the end of it. That would help me. And I know some of you in the chat believe, well, Adam, Sheila came out yesterday, and she said it doesn't matter if they win or lose this year. I don't care what she thinks. Like she probably doesn't care what I think. But I don't care what she thinks, because her perception of reality is very different than mine. I don't look at a 1-5 football team and say, progress, I'm believing in you. I need to see wins. Wins are how you are identified and judged in the NFL. Rick?
I look at what Sheila had to say, and I'm taking it with a grain of salt, honestly, because you can't tell me behind closed doors what Brad Holmes and her are talking about. Because, look, they're seeing the exact same things we are. I don't think Brad Holmes is a freaking idiot, okay? So we're losing games because of coaching. It's not necessarily because of the players. Yeah, we've got some guys that are young. Yes, we got some guys that are making mistakes. But at the same time, you can't lose games because of coaching. And I think she's just saying what she has to say. I mean, you can't expect her to come out and just say, yeah, our coach fucking blows nuts, and we've got to get rid of him at the end of the year. I think she's just, she's doing what she has to do and saying what she has to say right now. And I truly believe that. Right.
No, I'm with you, Rick. I think the Bills, listen, I love you, Rick, but I don't know about the Bills one, man. If they could keep that one competitive, I think I'd be shocked. I really would. The Bills are really the best team in football right now. I would be too.
Fair enough.
I get it, but you know what?
What's up?
They've got to show something.
Yeah,
they cannot just lay down.
No, I'm with you, Rick. I appreciate your call, man. You're welcome back anytime.
Well done, Rick. Well done.
All right, guys.
Have a good morning, buddy. Man, let's take a quick break.
It's nice to see expectations rise, but I don't want nobody to...
I love when people call it and say winning matters. Because that is such a foregone concept in this town right now with their football team.
But don't set yourself up for failure, all right? Don't say they should go out and compete against the Bills
and then they get
destroyed.
The NFL. The Panthers shouldn't beat the Buccaneers. Panthers shouldn't beat the Buccaneers.
Lions shouldn't beat the Bills. Oh.
Well, you know what? Teams win football games they shouldn't win a lot. Happens every week. I understand. I understand, Jeff.
I'm with you.
But it happens.
Oof.
I'm not saying about the Bills.
You play to win the game.
Thank you. That is the first good thing you've done since you've
to
been
win
employed.
the game.
Yeah, you're not wrong, Fish.
That is the first good thing you've done, and getting me the Halls.
Yep.
That was
second. He's actually.
That's the first ever
really
good thing
today.
I've done.
What is it?
That's the first good thing I've
Your
done.
mic's muted, you jackass.
It's not.
No, it's not.
It's on, you bum. You're muted.
He said
All my buttons are on. I'm doing my job.
Fish,
You better do yours.
Second thing you've done good today. How about that?
Okay.
Because you've done a lot of good
That's
things.
Fish.
Oh? Well, okay, this
Thank
is getting
you.
weird. We got to go to break.
Let's go to break. When we get back, oh, God, me. Let's talk about the Miami offense. I mentioned it already, previewed it a little bit from that phone call. Miami struggles outside of scripted drives, what the Lions can take advantage of. Jeff Okudah's importance in stopping the run, but can he develop more in pass coverage? We'll get to all that and more. We'll also go to Dave, who is on the line in a little bit. We'll get to Dave. He wants to talk about Jared Goff and the Lions. We'll take a few more phone calls, and then we got the rest of the show planned out. We'll get to all that and more, but before we go, Jeff, I got to tell everybody at home about our good friends over at Lady Jane's. I look like a grizzly bear.
Facts.
And I'm going to go to Lady Jane's and get my hair cut.
How do you not?
And get my beard cleaned up so I don't look like a grizzly bear when I get home, because my wife probably doesn't want to look at me. Having said that, come to Lady Jane's for an award-winning haircut experience. Register for a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to win a down payment for the home of your dreams. Up to $200,000. Lady Jane's open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. It's wicked awesome.
The biggest rivalry in the state is almost here. That means one thing, the biggest tailgate party in the state. Join Woodward Sports for our tailgate takeover before the U of M versus State game on October 29th. Will Harbaugh and the boys pull out the win? Or is Tuck still coming? We will find out at the Big House. Michigan legend Braylon Edwards will be handing out food, prizes, and much more. So no matter what team you root for, come party with the network that does it best. The Woodward Sports Network. The tailgate takeover, powered by Custom Health Centers, Syntron, and Planet Fitness.
Woodward Sports, you see the name!
The sports marketing agency would not be who we are without great community partners like Higuera Health and Carol Zaniga.
It's an awesome opportunity to partner with your organization. Higuera Health is a comprehensive behavioral health organization. We serve children through older adults with mental health, substance use, and developmental disabilities across Western Wayne counties, and really excited to now be in downriver communities as well. Give us a call at 734-458-4601.
You don't have to go to the beach, man. You don't have to get your butt crack full of sand. You just need a little chili peppers, man, to get that glowing beach chili peppers tan. Woo!
With 26 locations in the Metro Detroit area and more coming, Chili Peppers Tanning is where you'll find the cleanest salons in the D. Join the Pepper Club for the best deals on unlimited tanning. Head to chilipepperstanning.com.
You just need a little chili peppers, man.
Get a shot up. This is for the win. All of Detroit's sports teams live on Woodward. All of Detroit's sports coverage lives on Woodward Sports. Driving the best in Detroit sports coverage.
All right. Yesterday I had the pleasure of visiting the Keller Williams office with Michael Phillips and his amazing staff. Michael Phillips has been in the business for over 20 years, and whether you're a player or a fan, helping you buy, sell, or invest is his top priority. Give him a call at 313-403-0011. That's 313-403-0011. Check out and visit their office in Dearborn. Michael Phillips' office, Keller Williams Legacy. What a group of fantastic people. I was so happy yesterday. It was great. Great event. Great time. Food trucks. Throwing the football around. We had a blast. Whew. All right. 9:23. Let's see if I have a voice by the end of this. Jeff?
Slowly creeping away.
Slowly going away.
What's up?
Miami's offense. We'll talk about Tua. We'll talk about Tyreek Hill.
Mm-hmm.
We'll talk about Jalen Waddle. But what about the Lions' offense? And we'll get to Dave in just a second, because he wants to talk about Jared Goff. Let me ask you, Jared Goff, what needs to happen on Sunday? And I'm not talking about to win or any. Jared Goff.
Personally, for Jared.
Needs a game.
Mm-hmm.
It hasn't been good. And it hasn't been good enough the last 2 weeks, notably.
Right.
3 weeks, technically, including the bye. But you guys get what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. Two things for me. Turnovers. I mean, you'd like him to have a clean game. Obviously, it's a tough, tall task against this Miami defense, but no turnovers. That's got to be Jared's number one thing. And the second is his pocket presence. You saw last week a lot of the time, even if they weren't getting to Jared, he'd still feel like they were right there. So, again, better pocket presence, not turning the ball over, trying to play a clean game. Ben talked about that in his press conference this week. I'm not going to put a number on it, yards, touchdowns, whatever it is, but Adam, you can't have two interceptions, a fumble like he had last week. You'll lose the ball game. No doubt about it. So for me, for Jared, he's got to play a clean game, and he's got to have better pocket presence because you have one of the best offensive lines in football. So this isn't the Rams' offensive line. So you got to be more aware of that. But yeah, Jared, this is a big game for him. It really is. For this offense, you're getting Amon-Ra St. Brown back. You're most likely going to have DeAndre Swift back. There's no excuses. We've seen this offense perform at a high level at home with those guys in the game. So this ain't on the road no more.
All right, let's go to Dave out in Oak Park. Dave, you're on the Morning Woodward Show. What do you got for us, buddy?
Hey guys, good morning. I really, really, really do believe that Jared Goff is the only Super Bowl player on this Detroit Lions organization, and if they're not giving him the ball to do more, what are we even doing here? We're not just trying to win games, we are trying to win Super Bowls, and he is a Super Bowl winning quarterback. Oh yeah, at least a Super Bowl losing quarterback, better than anybody else on the organization, and that is the recipe to win games for the next 6 games. I see a path for the Detroit Lions to win 6 games in a row. And of course they're going to lose to the head coach that they should have hired, Robert Saleh of my Jets
Jets!
Dave, how much coffee have you had
Hey,
this
why'd
morning?
you hang up on him, you dummy?
Dave, this is a fair one.
You're allowed to call Adam a dumbass.
Fish, shut the hell up, mute your mic. Dave, and every other Lions fan, if any of you ever call into the show, tell me that the Lions are going to win the next 6 straight games, I will find your address. I will find you, and I'm going to beat you with a bat.
I blame you. All right, ever since the draft of cocaine, now everybody seems to just be like, seems like on cocaine.
What is drafting it at
Adam's fault for
Shut the
everything.
hell up and mute your mic. Shut the hell up. Before that turns into a hard F.
I would love that to turn into a hard F.
Shut the hell
Wear
up.
your shirt.
Shut it.
Give you a hug. You need a hug. I gave you all. You need a
Fish,
hug.
walk in the middle of Woodward right now. Just go stand in the middle of Woodward, okay?
Should I actually do that?
Mute your mic.
You want me to go down there?
Yes, just stand in the middle of Woodward. Go for it.
Don't
and
do that,
if somebody
Fish.
hits you, too bad. All right, next. Dave, what the hell was that? They're not winning 6 straight games. I have nothing to say to that. That is the epitome of stupidity. All right, Marvin. Let's go to Marvin out in Cali, I believe. Marvin, you're on the morning show. What do you got for us, buddy?
Hey, man, glad to be on. Hey, so I'm a Raiders fan, and it kind of struck with me why the hiring of Dan Campbell was so dumb. Why would you hire a dude like this for a young rookie team as a motivator? Like, you want an X's and O's type of guy. A whole bunch of rookies in there. Everybody's motivated. Everybody's trying to get paid up in there. I'm not trying to motivate a bunch of dudes. I would put that on like a Kirk Cousins team, maybe a Dallas Cowboys. You motivate them dudes over there because everybody got paid. But I want an X's and O's guy who's going to be able to break this game down simple to these rookies and put them in the best position to succeed. That was a fan hire, not a football hire. That's all I got for you, man. You guys doing a great show.
I do have a question for you. I appreciate that, by the way. Let me ask you something about your Raiders. I do think they're on to something here. I know they're 2-4. Their schedule gets a little bit easier. You've already lost on the road to Kansas City. You got that game out of the way. Derek Carr, I'm a big fan of. I think your offense is turning it around slightly. McDaniels, it's starting to click. The defense needs to be a little more consistent. But what you guys are doing right now with Josh Jacobs, I think it's really damn impressive. I didn't expect that to start the year. But back to X's and O's, really my question for you is, look, you go from Matt Patricia to Dan Campbell, and that just seems like from a piece of you-know-what to a guy that's a really good guy probably, but that has nothing to do with football. And here you are in a state of you want to like the guy, but at the same time, when are you going to win football games?
When you have a team like that with Detroit, and you're trying to do a complete rebuild, I want a guy in there with at least some track record of having some success with some type of rookies. Like, why would you hire a dude fresh off the shelf and to know that he's coming in as a motivator? Like, look, man, that's great that you can motivate a bunch of rookies. I would expect for them to come self-motivated because everybody's trying to get paid. But I need to know what you're going to do from the X's and O's position. Like, so it seemed to me that Sheila Ford, she just got the thing. She's like, this guy's going to make great press conferences and stuff like that. And as far as my Raiders go, until we decide that there's another side of the ball on defense, and we have to become a complete football team.
Yep.
We have a defense that besides Max Crosby, not a single player would start on the Chargers defense. Not a single player.
Yeah, look,
and that's an issue.
It is a talent issue, but what I'll say is, first, back to the Dan Campbell comment. There is Robert Saleh right now is on the hot seat if the Jets are 1-5 or 1-6 or 2-5. But
most definitely, New York is ridiculous.
It is a crazy market, but where I'm going with this is he was a coordinator for years, a very damn good one. A coordinator on the defensive side of the ball who had multiple top 10 and top 5 defenses, even in years where he was missing Nick Bosa, years where he was missing his linebackers, his best secondary players. It is so much more than that. I agree with you 100%, Marvin. Great call, buddy.
Thank you for having me on, man.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate
Anytime.
you, Marvin.
Yeah, look, a very interesting perspective from a Raiders fan. Very interesting. Look, it's 9:30. We'll take one more caller, then we'll go to break. Let's go to Eric out in Detroit. Eric, you're on the morning show. What do you got for us about Dan Campbell?
Hey, good morning, guys.
Good morning. Good morning.
Hope you feel better, Adam.
Appreciate it.
Man, don't bless him. Don't break a blood vessel. I mean, because Dan Campbell will do it to you. What I need to see, I'm on the thinking of you, Adam. Like, I need to see this team, like, even though I don't believe, y'all know this, I don't believe they're going to get no more wins. But if they could squeeze out 1 or 2 and make an impressive showing against Buffalo, I don't want to see a 55-3 game on Thanksgiving. Please, no. But it's I got to see Dan Campbell show that he really has control of this whole team. Stop the mental mistakes. Do your clock management better. I got to see that you can make some in-game adjustments. You're a rah-rah guy, but like the last caller said, do you know X's and O's? And I'd love to see, because the report came out when they interviewed Robert Saleh that he interviewed poorly. Really? Because he went to the Jets and blew them away. Is it that he interviewed poorly, or Dan Campbell just motivated you, Sheila Ford, and he was the cheapest guy you can get because he wasn't on nobody's radar? I didn't even know who he was.
Let me break down 2 things to that. And by the way, Eric, great call and great point, because that is something that is not talked enough about, in my opinion, which is, imagine, it's not even that you hired. It's not even that you hired Dan Campbell. It is that you hired a tight ends coach with no experience, no coordinating experience.
Interim head coach.
To a 6-year deal.
Yeah.
A 6-year contract. Baffling.
Yeah.
And to come out a year and a half in. When do owners who are typically quiet come out when things are bad? Sheila comes out. They're 1-5. It's not getting any better. It's not getting any better. I just don't see it. I'm sorry. I'm not saying fire him right now. It's not what I'm saying at all. But what I'm telling you is there are clear problems with this football team. And if I told you to close your eyes, go down the laundry list of football teams, and I told you that Matt LaFleur and the Packers had 8 penalties and 5 turnovers coming out of a bye week, are you blaming A.J. Dillon, Aaron Rodgers, Alan Lazard? Or are you saying, oh man, coaching, how are they not prepared for a game after a bye week? But again, we'll make the excuse here in Detroit. All good. When we get back, we'll talk some Pistons, take a break from the Lions. They play tonight. We'll get to best bets, Monday morning headlines for the Detroit Lions. A lot of good stuff coming up in a little bit. But before we go, Jeff, our good friends over at Cintron.
Well, Cintron is the official energy drink of the Red Wings, and Cintron has combined all 3 of their delicious flavors into a limited edition 6-pack sampler box. If you're watching on WoodwardSports.com, you can see it. Cranberry, original, sugar-free. It's all delicious to me. Pre-order your Cintron 6-pack sampler box today at CintronWorld.com/Red Wings. Get energized with Cintron.
Woodward Sports is giving you another chance to sit front row, this time at the Detroit versus Green Bay game. Think you have the best Dan Campbell impression?
Woodward Sports, let's go.
Can you say man with the best of them?
I got it. Here's what I need, man. I need you to trust me. I swear to God, I'm not a lunatic. I swear to you.
Can you say, let's go for it on 4th down?
Man, I got a plan, I swear to you. All I think about is you guys. That's all I think about, man.
Are you a master motivator?
That's all I think about is you guys.
Show us in a video. Record your best Dan Campbell impression and post the video on Twitter or Instagram using hashtag Woodward Front Row. We'll select the best 3 impersonations of Motor City Dan Campbell and send you and a guest front row. So knock the dust off the old sweatpants, light some kneecaps, and enter today. And as always, go Lions, man.
I just need you to trust me. That's all. Please.
I don't care if I got 1 toe, 2 butt cheeks, and a rock.
New to the game or a season better? OddsTrader.com has everything you need to make the right bet ahead of kickoff. Begin your handicapping journey with OddsTrader. Improve your edge by finding the best price on every game from sportsbooks in your backyard. Take advantage of the numerous sign-up bonus offers to pad your bankroll. Dive into key game statistics, player performance, and even account for the projected game day weather. Best of all, you can use the OddsTrader bet tracker to keep a log of your action. Welcome to OddsTrader, and best of luck.
Hi, I'm John from Better Rate Mortgage, and to me, family is more than blood. That's why I have the biggest family in Metro Detroit. If you're looking to buy a house or refinance and need a loan, come get treated better than family by me and our entire team here at Better Rate Mortgage. We pride ourselves on giving you better advice, better service, and a better loan experience. That's why we are Better Rate. If you're looking for a new mortgage, come get treated like family. Actually, better with Better Rate Mortgage. Visit us at mybetterrate.com or call at 248-480-4467 today.
You have an opinion? Make sure it's seen and heard. Corner, jumper. Tweet us, hop on the YouTube chat, slide in the DMS at Woodward Sports on all social media.
If you're looking to lose some weight and do it in a healthy way, Custom Health Centers takes the willpower out of weight loss. Whether you need to lose 20 or 120 pounds, Custom Health Centers will help you do it quickly and, most importantly, safely. Go to CustomHealthCenters.com or give them a call today at 844-789-THIN. That's 844-789-THIN. All right. All right. Fish, you were a little late on that, but it's okay.
I had to make sure I found the right ones to play.
Yeah. All good.
Look, I'm probably gonna get fired soon from you, so I'm just living my. I'm wearing the shirt, so you know.
I know. You're doing a good job.
It's fine. I had 2 donuts this morning. How do you not? Oh, incredible.
When did you eat 2 donuts?
This morning, because I got here when I was supposed to at 7 a.m. So I had time to stall.
What'd you eat?
Glazed wing donut and a cookies and cream donut.
Cookies and cream?
Yeah, you're not cookies and cream donut?
No.
Okay. Essentially an Oreo donut.
I like the plain donut.
Yeah, I like the plain donut.
And then maybe a Boston
Have
cream.
you had the glazed ring, though?
No.
There's a difference between the glazed one and the glazed ring.
That's just too sexual of a donut for me.
Okay.
A glazed donut. I can't.
Like,
Can't put that in my mouth.
Do you like Krispy Kremes?
I've never eaten a Krispy Kreme.
You never had a Krispy Kreme donut?
No.
Oh,
Wow.
Jeff?
I have. I've tried it. I don't eat Krispy Kreme,
Westfall?
but
Have you had a Krispy Kreme donut?
I have.
Okay.
All right,
Adam,
Do you know what Krispy Kreme's is?
I think so. It's a donut place, I'm assuming.
It is, yep. Well, you're assuming. That means you didn't know.
Well, I think I know what it is. If
Okay.
I saw the logo, I probably know what it
Okay,
is.
they have incredible donuts. Some people
Do they?
don't like them because I think they're sweeter than most donuts, but they're incredible. Like the whole donut's glazed, so whether you get like a proper glaze or like a chocolate frosted glaze, those are pretty good.
Yeah, I've never had it.
Fish, what are you
Okay.
thinking about those donuts you almost got at Speedway? Are they creeping back into your mind right now?
Well, I just saw them because I didn't know where to look for his cough drop, so I just walked by the donuts and saw there were some donuts there. I don't know if I would have taken them, but
you
if I would have had more time, maybe I would have considered them.
Yeah, no
Maybe I could have brought you back some food. You won't know now.
Did I tell you to rush?
Okay, you said do it during the segment. It's 12 minutes. I didn't know how long it was going to be. It could be a long line the Speedway. could be 79 cars on the traffic. I didn't know how quick I was going to speed my way down there. I got back in like 8 minutes.
You did good.
Or
Fish.
6
You
minutes.
had 4 minutes to pick up the donuts, buddy.
Well, I didn't know how much time it was. The line could have been long.
You should have looked at your watch.
I have a
Maybe
watch.
if your watch wasn't in Australian time, you'd be good.
Just because it's in New Zealand time doesn't mean it's different.
Are they two different countries?
Yeah.
Why?
Why are they two different countries?
Yes. Isn't New Zealand like below Australia? Or like to the east or west of it?
I mean, technically they're lower, yeah.
All right, so
by
I'm right a little
inches.
bit. Yeah, but you get my point.
I get your point. But you can say something about U.S. and Canada. Like, why are they two different countries?
You're offending
they even
Fish
touch.
right now.
They even touch each other.
A touchy subject.
Well, I just want to know. It doesn't make sense.
Why doesn't it make sense?
Fish.
You can say things about U.S. and Canada.
That's
Why
not
are they
true.
the same? What do you mean not true? They're touching. U.S. and
they're
Canada
not.
touch.
All right.
No, they don't.
Okay.
All right.
That's your point.
To change the subject.
By the way, I was looking on the map yesterday. They have
Jesus.
They have two cities in two different countries, but
Fish,
the same
how many
city.
donuts could you fit in your mouth?
What?
Like at a time, or in
Yes,
one
at
sitting,
time.
or
How many donuts can you fit in your mouth?
like one bite, or
Pause. How many donuts could? Oh, I don't even want to
Like
have that
one-
conversation.
like one
Okay, we're done. All right.
Like
I want
the
like
donut,
six,
like
se-
just-
We're done.
6, 7 donuts in your
We
mouth.
don't-
Could
we don't
you do
need-
it?
like in one sitting?
No, just at one time.
No.
Why?
No, we're not.
You don't have like a flexible mouth?
Okay. All right. Pistons play tonight. They face no,
I
Pistons
don't
play.
think so.
Fish,
Yes,
do you like the
Alex.
donut or the donut hole better?
Okay. All right.
It depends on what I'm going for.
All right.
What's the use of a donut hole?
Well, they're smaller.
For what? What's the purpose of them?
I mean,
All right,
I see where you're getting at.
I'm uncomfortable.
Kind of picking around that. I
right.
mean,
Fish?
they're easier to eat.
Fish.
I'm sure they are.
Fish. We're done. All right. We're done. Pistons play tonight. They face the
God.
Atlanta.
Which I was kind of looking
They
for that
face
yesterday,
the
and I just got the
Atlanta
whole
Hawks.
donuts.
Fish.
Jeff, you don't want to talk donuts?
Don't tell him. I'm gonna say it.
You can
Fish.
eat a
I'm
donut at
gonna
the
say it,
Pistons. You can
Fish.
eat a donut at the Pistons game.
Fish.
You want to eat a donut at the Pistons game?
Fish.
Fish, shut up. Mute your mic.
You were talking to me, you
Go for
bum.
it, Jeff.
Honestly, if they had donuts, I'd eat it. But anyway, moving
See?
on. Pistons play tonight. They play the Atlanta Hawks. And on top of that, actually, crazy stat, which is something that does excite people, especially from Detroit. Pistons in fan attendance. You know where they rank right now, despite their record? At home, they're top 10 in the NBA right now. They have more fans attending their home games than, I know it's early, than the Warriors, the Bulls, Clippers, Lakers. I mean, we keep going. Nets, Grizzlies, Hawks. And that's impressive. So tonight, I think it'll be packed. It's the debut of the teal jerseys. If you did not know already, they'll be wearing teal. They'll be the teal court. I will be down there. Me and Anthony, Pistons Talk on Twitter, we'll be out there just checking it out. I think it's Grand Hill Bobblehead night as well. So if you get there early, get a Grand Hill Bobblehead. But on top of that, expectations for the games, or the game. God, I'm just such a bully. You know what? Expectations for the
Adam's
game.
the best.
The expectation for the game, Jaden Ivey questionable, still dealing with that non-COVID related illness. I don't have a lot of confidence, I'm going to be honest with you, even if it's at home. It's kind of weird
I think
how
they get it back. They lost to Atlanta the other night.
It's
I'll have
kind
them
of
split.
weird how it works because you play Atlanta at home on Wednesday
Teal power.
and then you play
Teal power.
on
Believe
Friday.
in the teal.
First game in the teal. If you want to go that route, I'm with you. But it's crazy because to think about this.
Start Dern.
Bogdanovich will get there. All right, because I'm kind of leaning that direction. Bogdanovich is leading this team with 23 points per game, 53% field goal percentage. I mean, the guy is absolutely unbelievable. And if you look at it, I mean, the reality of this team right now is he's really your best player, aside from Cade. And that's kind of the depressing part because, honestly, Bogdan and any other team in the NBA, at least that's a contender, he would not be their best team. So it kind of tells you where the Pistons are currently. But I'm expecting another big game out of Cade. I think he just works well in this matchup. I know he didn't play well in the second half, but you're going to have Trae Young, arguably the worst defender in basketball. So if Jaden Ivey returns, those guys are going to have a chance to play well. But the Pistons defensively, I keep saying that, sound like a broken record, but it's still an issue. And I think Duren, although I wouldn't start him yet because I would like Bagley and Burks to come back before you start moving guys around because that bench is so abysmal right now. I don't think they can afford to start Bagley. But he's trending that direction, don't get me wrong. They're -6 right now, the Hawks. I think that sounds about right. I can see the Hawks winning slightly, maybe by 6, 8 points, whatever it is. But if the Pistons get a win at home, that's exciting too. But what I saw 2 days ago, especially if Jaden Ivey does not play, I don't have all the confidence in the world, Adam, especially with the bench as it is right now.
All right, I get it. Well, let's do this. Let's get into best bets, and then we'll go to Monday morning headlines. Deal?
Let's do it. Let's hear them.
All right. Some college action. Michigan will cover the points on Saturday. That's the first game. I'm not going to go more than that. Michigan will cover. I don't see it offensively from Michigan State. I think the most they'll likely put up is 13 or 14 points. Anything more than that, maybe 17. I don't see State being able to go over to 20. You go to the NFL, this is where it gets really fun. We talked about an upset already earlier on in the day. I'm going to go, and call me crazy. God.
This is why you need a hug. Are you okay?
I'm going to go with the Arizona Cardinals on the upset. Straight up money line. Plus 164 against the Minnesota Vikings on the road. It'll be a good game. Take the Atlanta Falcons to cover the 4 points against the Carolina Panthers. Those are the 3 NFL bets. And then we'll wrap up with an afternoon game. The Houston Texans and the Tennessee Titans. Give me the Titans to cover the 2.5 points against the Houston Texans. Those are the 5 bets. So just so you're all aware, Michigan to cover 22.5. The Tennessee Titans to cover 2.5. The Cardinals on the upset money line. The Falcons to cover the 4 points. Is that only 4 bets? Did I only give 4?
You did.
All right, we got to give one more.
Okay.
We're going to go.
You can do it.
With the New York Giants plus 3. If they lose, they're going to lose really, really close. Give me the Giants on the road. 3-point dogs. I'll take the 3 points. I think they win or they lose by less than 3, so I like those chances against the Seattle Seahawks, who I think are playing way above their level, just like the Giants are. But the Giants will continue their win streak. Give me the Giants. Fair enough?
Fair.
Anybody have any complaints? By the way, shout out to Utah last night, not covering. That was a great bet. Thank you, Washington State.
What's your record so far? Do you know off the top of your head? I know we haven't been keeping track of it.
We do keep track. We didn't make a graphic or a number this week for it.
But you're above 500.
But it's barely. Good. I think I'm only 4 games over 500. We've done this for now 7 weeks now.
Fish is doing the choking right now. Fish, you good?
Maybe.
I think the record's somewhere along the lines of like 20 and 15.
You should watch the Ermanni and Edwards Mash show. They'll teach you how to bet. Some of them have pretty good records.
Buddy, I love you so much. I say this respectfully.
One guy sits in your seat.
If you want me to just pick NFL games, I will. It's a little different.
I want you to pick whatever
trying to get money. There's a big difference.
They want to win too.
Those games. They're telling you who they think will win. I'm giving you underdogs every week.
And
I'm giving you points. It's a little different, but that's fine. You say whatever you want.
Okay.
I'm dead.
I just want you to win.
So we're gonna move on. Monday morning headlines today. For Monday, Jeff, if the Lions beat the Miami Dolphins, the Monday morning headline will be.
It's going to have to be something related to. It's going to be around Dan Campbell, like it is every week. Whether they win or lose, that's going to be the conversation. If they win, if they beat a team they're technically not supposed to beat, it's going to be a lot of praise for Dan, and deservedly so. I'm not going to sit here. There's no reason to crap on Dan on Monday. Now, context matters. But if they win, certainly the narrative on Monday would be Lions turning things around. And by that, I mean getting to the win total we expected them to eventually get to. So it'd be a good start. Now, if they lose, the headline will be more Dan Campbell slander, along with fire him, even though they're not going to fire him. It's not happening. But either way, win or lose, Adam, context of the game does matter, but Dan Campbell's going to get the blunt end of it. No doubt about it come Monday.
All right, Monday morning headline. The Lions are blown out by the Miami Dolphins. The Monday morning headline will be... Be patient. That's the headline. Be patient.
Yeah.
And that'll be the headline even if they win. Be patient. We believe in this organization. They've never let us down in 65 years. We believe in this head coach. He will be the one to break the curse of head coaches who have never succeeded in their time here or after. The headline Monday morning will be patient. Congratulations. Let's get to Mailbag in a few minutes. Get your questions in the woodwardsports.com chat. We'll get to all of your questions and so much more. But before we go, Jeff, our good friends at Guardian Alarm.
Well, guys, a defense outside of the Pistons or the Lions that is always consistent is Guardian Alarm. And guys, let Guardian Alarm give you peace of mind. Call 1-800-STAY-OUT today, and you can rest easy knowing you have 24/7 protection. That's 1-800-STAY-OUT. Let them know your friends at Woodward Sports
Stay out of
sent you.
Museum's business, please. Thank you.
The biggest rivalry in the state is almost here. That means one thing, the biggest tailgate party in the state. Join Woodward Sports for our tailgate takeover before the U of M versus State game on October 29th. Will Harbaugh and the boys pull out the win? Or is Tuck still coming? We will find out at the Big House. Michigan legend Braylon Edwards will be handing out food, prizes, and much more. So no matter what team you root for, come party with the network that does it best. The Woodward Sports Network. The tailgate takeover, powered by Custom Health Centers, Syntron, and Planet Fitness.
Woodward Sports, you see the name!
Fellas, let's be honest. We like things to be easy. We like simple stuff, like sports 7 days a week. We like things uncomplicated, like Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. Open 10 to 8, 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Sign in, sit down, watch your favorite team play. And before you know it, your hair will be game ready. Open 10 to 8, 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Introducing the Planet Fitness Guide to getting that post-workout glow. Step 1. What's your why? More epic energy? Better sleep? Blow off steam? Step 2. Join Planet Fitness for just $10 a month and get moving in our clean and spacious clubs. Step 3. Bask in that post-workout glow. Join Planet Fitness today for just $10 a month.
Join today at any of the 50-plus Detroit area locations.
Get a shot up. This is for the win. All of Detroit's sports teams live on Woodward. All of Detroit's sports coverage lives on Woodward Sports. Driving the best in Detroit sports coverage.
Let me tell you about our friends at Chili Peppers Tanning, because, guys, Chili Peppers Tanning is where you'll find all the cleanest salons in the D with spotless, sanitized rooms and trained and certified tanning professionals. Join the Pepper Club for all the best deals. They'll be all competitors by $5. ChiliPeppersTanning.com. Hottest bulbs, hottest deals, darkest tans. Your Vitamin D headquarters, 27 locations, and more on the way.
Chili Peppers Tan.
All right, we're back here on the Morning Woodward Show. Thank you to everybody joining us over at woodwardsports.com. It's Mailbag time. Let's go to the Woodward Sports chat. Mailbag, who is everyone's favorite Detroit sports currently? Or, excuse me, Detroit sports player currently? Fish, let's start with you, buddy. Who's your favorite Detroit sports player right now?
Favorite Detroit right now?
Yeah, who's playing right now?
Probably Cade Cunningham.
Cunningham?
Yeah, I enjoy watching him.
Answer. Alex?
What's the question?
Oh, God.
Who's your favorite Detroit sports player currently playing?
I'm going to say Larkin.
Larkin, Dylan Larkin. All right, so we got a Piston and a Red Wing. Jeff, what do you got for us?
This is tough. For me, I don't know about favorites, but I'll go favorite to watch. And I'll go Ivy as of right now. I think it's been a blast to watch.
That's a good one.
Look at you.
Yeah, no, I've been loving.
I'm gonna go Jack Fox. I love when the Lions punt. It's a thing of beauty. It really warms my heart.
They punt every 55 plays, or probably more than that.
Yeah,
they don't know how to punt.
Jokes aside, I would say my favorite player, if I were to give you one.
Because favorite could you? For me, it's Cade or Mo Sider. I think that's my two favorite.
Todd Bertuzzi is a good one too.
Mo Sider.
Yeah, Mo Sider. You can make a case for him too. I just think most favorite to watch right now. I mean, Ivy's just my God.
Question from Jesse Adams in the Woodward Sports chat. Adam, if MSU makes this a close game, will you still believe in Michigan to win the Natty? Yeah. It's a rivalry game. I'm not. There's not much I can take away that would be negative from Michigan until I watch the game. Because if I watch the game and it is close and Michigan are playing above their level, or excuse me, Michigan State are playing above their level, but it's just not enough, and Michigan do what they need to do, but they play clean football, they're not turning it over. Yeah, but if Michigan comes out and has 4 turnovers, I think you're questioning. Okay, I don't like those certain things. So Jesse, I can't answer that until I really watch the game. What will Sheila say when our next win isn't until the Carolina game. I'm not sure. I don't think she'll say anything, to be honest with you,
I think
Andrew.
she probably's done.
Mailbag. I have Eckler on a bye week. I have Mostert and Jamal Williams on the bench. Who should I start?
Don't even blink, Mostert. Yeah,
Mostert,
don't even
100%.
don't even overthink it. If Mostert's healthy, and I'm not just saying that because I'm biased, because I have in my fantasy league I have Mostert starting as well, over Miles Sanders facing Pittsburgh. Listen, I got no faith in this defense stopping the run. They haven't shown me at least. So start Mostert, and they got all those weapons on the outside.
All right, Jeff, you're going to like this question from Eric Minion Sr. in the WoodwardSports.com chat. Mailbag, do you think Troy Weaver has something else up his sleeve before the trade deadline?
I think he always has something up his sleeve, to be honest with you. And I think the player to watch or players would be the veterans. Bogdanovic, that could be a guy that's flipped at the deadline. I think a contender is going to be throwing a first at you for him. I really do. I mean, he's fantastic. And on top of that, we'll see with Noel. We'll see with Burks. Their futures are kind of to be determined right now because they also could be moved to the deadline, but they haven't really played. But yeah, I think Troy Weaver, no question, he's always up to something. Always.
All right, fair enough. Who do you have covered Tyreek Hill, and who do you... I can't even read.
Man.
Who do you have covered Tyreek Hill, and who covers Jalen Waddle? It doesn't matter at this point. I think what you saw against Minnesota and how they were able to limit Justin Jefferson was Tracy Walker. He's no longer available, so that you'll see something similar. I don't think it'll be as effective, but remember, my concern is your linebackers. Your linebackers are going to get beat to the sideline on almost every play, and watch out for big plays from Miami. Big plays. Why don't the Lions make a trade for Kareem Hunt?
I just don't know if they're in that position. Like with Kareem
Hunt,
1-5. Yeah, save your season.
What is the point of giving up a third and a fifth round pick for what?
Yeah, keep your capital.
A running back who will stay for maybe a year?
Yeah, keep your capital. If you're the Jets, and you're allowed to make that move because they're competing currently to try and go to the playoffs, so makes sense to go get James Robinson. But no, if I'm a Lions, if I'm Brad Holmes, I'm not getting Kareem Hunt.
All right, let's see what other questions we have in the Woodward Sports chat. Please, how do the Lions convince people to move to Detroit to live, work without just paying more than anyone else? Are you ready for this? It's the NFL. It is one of 32 jobs, and whether you're a player, whether you are a coach, it is one of 32. Stop it.
No question.
Stop it. This isn't the NBA. This is the NFL. In the NBA, yes, LA, Miami. That matters. It matters, 100%. The tax matters, of course. But no, this is the NFL. Completely different sport. All right, what other questions do we have in the chat? Swift healthy, likely to play. That's the observation.
Trending in that direction. Barring any setbacks, he's going to play.
Looking good. Looking good. We got a few more minutes. Jeff Iafrate, will Georgia cover versus Florida tomorrow?
What's the spread currently? I know it's big. I was talking to Booner about it yesterday. I'm gonna say. I think Florida covers. I don't know the spread off the top of my head, but me and Booner were talking about it, and it just seems too high, depending on how Georgia's been playing. But you never know. I'm not a big Anthony Richardson guy, so I could see the game getting ugly very quickly. But off the top of my head, if I'm betting right now at this moment, I'll say Florida covers.
Jeff, what position do the Pistons need to target in the draft or free agency this summer?
That's a good question. I think you're going to need more shooting. I think that's number one. For me right now, this team, if you look at the 1 and 2 spot, pretty much secured at this point. You really, at this point, you take the best player. If you can get, and dare I say, Victor, then you go get him. But other than that, I'm probably looking at a versatile 3 or 4 that can shoot, very athletic, can defend. That's what I'm looking for. Basically, a livers on steroids. That's essentially what I'd be looking for this draft. But we'll see. I don't know where they're going to be picking. So I got to see where they're picking, and I got to see who's available. And then you can make a decision. But, yeah, I'd probably say a 3 or a 4. Athletic. What do we got here? Mailbag. Any parlays tonight, Adam? He did do his best bets. I don't know if you're not wrapping that into a parlay or anything like that. So, no parlays today. Should the Lions make a trade before the deadline? No. I think that's pretty much over with. Now, if you want to make a trade for someone defensively, a young player, I don't have a problem with that. But overall, I don't think they're making a trade. I don't think they're trading TJ. I don't think they're trading DeAndre. I think it's too early. I mean, those guys, worst case scenario, if they walk, you get a compensatory pick anyway. So we'll see. And you saw Kadarius Toney get traded for a 3rd and a 6th. So don't tell me TJ's worth a 3rd or a 4th. He's definitely worth higher than that. Who is the only Super Bowl winning quarterback to play in the NCAA basketball tournament? That's a question that I don't have the answer to. Let's see. Mailbag, Jeff, who wins this weekend, Cater or Allen? I got Allen. I'm with you, Jesse. And this is the one we'd agree on, definitely. I know last week you kind of went against the Islam Makhachev. He kind of destroyed your boy in 2 rounds, but it's okay. Still love you. Still love you, Jesse. So do you sit J-Mo the rest of the year? I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think so. I think if he has a chance to play, you play him. I think the biggest worry, though, is if he plays in a garbage season and he gets hurt, it's a setback. But at the same time, would you want his debut to be next year? I think you'd want to at least get some games under his belt before next year. But that's just me personally, to be honest with you. What do you think, Adam? Think he should play this year or sit till next year for Jameson?
I'm too not interested in that conversation.
Jeff,
because
say
he's only 9 months in. 10-month recovery for Cooper Kupp. That's what I'm going to go based on. I'm not eagerly impatient for Jameson Williams.
No,
I'm not too
me
worried
either.
right now.
I'm
Go
fine.
Noah says Adam 1v1 me in basketball. Dude, why? You'll probably wipe the floor with me.
No, listen, I take
basketball,
those.
not my sport.
I take the
Football,
one-on-ones.
baseball, hockey.
On this show, I take the one-on-ones in basketball. All right, I
So
want
you
the
deal
smoke.
with Jeff.
Adam, guess what?
I'm going to go
You
dive.
made it.
Have a good rest of your weekend.
Yay!
Enjoy your Friday. Michigan fans, enjoy your Saturday. Michigan State fans, I'm
State
sorry
fans
about
will enjoy
Saturday.
it. They'll enjoy
Lions
it.
fans, get ready for Sunday. We'll be doing a live pregame
Yes.
show on the Woodward Sports Network.
And
a
postgame
tailgate
show.
party on Saturday night for the Michigan State game. Will be live at
Big
Ann Arbor
game.
Pioneer. That'll be a blast. Can't wait.
How do you not?
It'll be so much fun. And again, myself, Booner, Maz, the whole squad. Jeff will be checking in from Ford Field. It'll be a great show on Sunday.
Go Lions.
Pre-game show for the Lions. You all have a great weekend. Thank you for tuning in. Thanks for dealing with my horrible voice today. You all have a good one.
Go have a good weekend, everyone.
Fish,
go
don't forget to wrap
go
it.
Black Ferns. How do you not?